You don't want to miss this.
Peace to the tribe. We taking it way back like seats in a Cadillac.
Peace, tribe. I heard Shadowwork Sundays having a throwback party. You don't want to miss this.
Peace to the tribe. We taking it way back like seats in a Cadillac, if you dig what I'm saying. You don't want to miss this like King said.
Okay, artificial love is okay with you being you.
Yeah.
Artificial love got something to say about everything that you do. When you do something that's real to you that they don't align with, artificial love finna call you out, act funny, say you acting funny, say you switching up. They're finna do everything that they can to get you to go back.
Yeah, they're gonna try to just.
You know what I'm saying? Artificial love doesn't come with elevation. It's a place of where you think you're building patience, but you only procrastinate.
Spray my house with frankincense to start my day again. Today I had to disconnect from my low vibrating friend. Hey, spray my house with frankincense to start my day again. Hey, yeah. Tell me what part of receiving love make you hate a man.
Peace, 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 family. Shadowwork Sundays, where self-love is therapy. Another one. I am King Manifest.
I'm Julio Keys.
It's Akalu.
I say. You know what I'm
Peace to
saying?
the
So,
tribe.
man, you already know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, we back for another one. So, this episode is actually going to be a like a flashback. It's kind of like, you know, when you have them certain episodes, them certain shows that go back and kind of reflect. And we know we got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, new members to the tribe, you feel me, of the Soul Tribe. And, you know, this has been a beautiful journey, you know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of amazing things to look forward to that are about to pop off, and a lot of changes happening. So we're going to kind of reflect, you know, this episode. And as we reflect, you know what I'm saying, obviously there are going to be gems dropping, different messages, and we're going to dialogue, you know, on those different type of things. Then we got two of the Shadowwork Sunday OGs, you know, that came with us from Instagram, you know what I'm saying, to come tap in with us. And we're just gonna dive deep, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a super lit episode.
Sir.
I've been doing Shadowwork Sunday freestyles like since day one, so we're gonna play some old freestyles. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yeah, it's about to be lit. So before we do that, let's get into the Shadowwork Sundays apparel, the merch. You know what I'm saying? Get into the support the tribe segment of the show.
Candlelight in the rising and I feel amazing. Preparation for an early meditation. No procrastination, only elevation. I'm working with a power that can heal a nation. How you vibrating? How you vibrating? How you vibrating?
How you vibrating? You know what I'm saying? So
Shay.
Definitely go tap in with the Shadowwork Sundays merch and apparel and many other things that are going to be on there. And understand we are actually going to be putting this back into the podcast and back into the tribe. We got a few things that we actually wanted to do that we've been wanting to cook off, and obviously it take money. So definitely, you know what I'm saying, when y'all support, just know we finna cook up something super lit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
Shay. And if you're not already a member of the Telegram tribe, you can also go to the website to become a member immediately.
I say.
So you can really join the tribe, you dig?
No, for sure. Much gratitude to the tribe. Yeah, hit that like button, family.
Smash that.
I say thank y'all for holding us accountable. You know, we don't really be, on that. So appreciate
much gratitude to the tribe for, constantly and consistently showing up, doing the work. Not only acknowledging us, but acknowledging yourself in this process. You know, we hold major gratitude for you because we wouldn't be here without you all. So
I say, yeah, we here, we rocking.
Much gratitude to the tribe.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got the tribe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, dang, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I want to make a quick announcement, family. So you might already see it. You know, scheduled, but next episode, King Simon will be the special guest of next episode. So we are going to tap in next episode and connect healing and numerology.
Oh,
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? So just letting y'all know about that. Little quick announcement. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And so
All the number fans
Shake.
out there like myself.
oh yeah, hey family. To be honest, man, Julio is
Definitely.
back. It's kind of yeah. Look, somebody talking about look.
Hey, I miss
It's
Straw. I'm not gonna lie, Miss Straw. Yeah, man.
so
Gratitude to y'all.
so look, what was I? Okay, no, let's get it, family. So at this time, you already know the vibes. How we finna do? We're gonna start with the root chakra bell to get us grounded. Then we're gonna move into our other exercises. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into this reflection,
Oh, shit.
y'all let me know if this bell is too loud. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
I say. All right, so let's move on to the Rainbow Collective exercise that would align our chakras and also remind us of the oneness of who we are, in our many different vibrations.
Shake.
And that thing with I am, I
Mm-hmm.
say,
Shake. Shake.
you know what I'm saying?
I
So
like that.
let's get it, Kyle. Kyle's going to hit us with the brain gems, per usual.
And definitely. And definitely. You know what I'm saying? This time, I want y'all to start rubbing y'all hands together. Create some friction, create some heat, and generate some energy. Wake up them aura nodes in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Take your hands and move them apart. And you should feel a mass. Your hands want to come back in. Begin to
Mm-hmm.
compress that energy back in.
Mm-hmm.
Close your hands. Rub up again. Do the same thing. One
That's
time.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm charging up.
exactly. No, for sure. Because you can feel the
It's
magnetism.
reflexology. As you do this with your hands,
Mm-hmm.
it hits every point in your body. That ties to
Yeah,
all
but to
the
say.
different endo chakra systems.
Mm-hmm.
And now we just take the hands, bring the fingertips together, round in the circle, about 33 times. Circulate that energy through the body now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tap in, bring that energy up to the mind's eye, to the crown chakra, heighten your awareness, your perception. Tap in. Because like I said, this is a regression. It's a reflection. So also, as you're
Woosah.
progressing on your journey, tribe, it's also imperative to tap back in to your foundation, the key points that grounded you in your journey and made you that divine that you are. We're
Oh,
gonna come
shit.
in and tap the thymus gland. Wake Good.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like the thymus one.
Yes, sir.
I start my day with this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we unlocked within. I say
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, as everyone knows, this is a heart space environment and a heart space platform and a heart space planet. You know what I'm saying? We in a whole other dimension. We don't even, we leave this realm most definitely. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So we have to tap in with the heart space. You know what I'm saying? And balance the heart space. You know what I'm saying? Because the heart space is where the energy of oneness is. We're gonna talk about Big Mama this episode, Divine Feminine, and a few of these clips. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
at this time, get into the meditative state if you haven't already been. And you can do whatever breath work that you feel comfortable doing. If you don't know how to meditate, you can just do a 1, 2, 3 count. Inhale, 1, 2, 3 count. Exhale, and just repeat that. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, let's get it.
Sure.
I say.
she
Yeah, I need some water.
So I gotta love that, right?
Yeah, I say. So let's get it, family. You know what I'm saying? And the fun begins. You know what I'm saying? I'm very excited um, about this episode. So let's actually start with Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Let's
take it way back.
yeah. Let's start with a clip from Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
The class of the day, I feel like in the future, once they understand energy a bit better, they're gonna classify and quantify what we call love now as an energy source, where it's as real to us as electricity. But I say that to say, like, if you imagine, right? If you imagine love as electricity, right? And you have elements, things like copper and different metals that can conduct energy or electricity, right? You have something called a superconductor, which is an element or material that can harness and channel energy without any resistance or any noticeable decline or loss of energy. Meaning the superconductor can conduct electricity and have it doesn't get tired, it doesn't lose any of its energy, it just conducts it. So I feel like there's a certain energy that you can access in relation to the divine feminine in the heart space that makes you a superconductor. Meaning, if you're the superconductor, you can give your energy freely and never get tired or never experience any resistance because you're just conducting that pure energy. You know, you're not offering no resistance to it. You know?
I say
I say
Taking it way back.
way back in the time. You hear me?
man,
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I got
yeah, I want to hear it because
I
it's
got
kind of
tap
dope.
in on
Because
that.
I was just gonna say because we got Kyle on the panel who like is right here. So what's up? How you feeling?
Yeah. So I got this download after doing talking to one of the tribe members doing the consultation, and helped me to understand how to read people based off the elements instead of off the zodiac signs, to understand how to understand to read people based off the zodiac signs. So after I made that connection, I was just sitting and I was just thinking like, man, all elements is really the same. You dig what I'm saying? Like he was talking about love and things like that. And um I was thinking about how water is literally every single element, whether it be fire, whether it it be air, whether it be earth. And that unconditional love that doesn't get tired or stress itself out, um, to me, to be able to equate it and understand it in a physical manner will be water, because that's what water does. Water just flows. Water can, you know what I'm saying, flow all day long without getting tired, or without stressing itself out or anything like that. And it
Mm-hmm.
knows how to switch and maneuver through currents and things like that. Um, and then in turn, making everything plentiful and beautiful in the process. So like that was just
Sure.
a deep message the way you broke it down, as far as love, and equating it to something physical, like electricity, because that's also a form of water that just flows strategically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was actually a big. We used to touch on the superconductor vibe a lot. In like our early episodes, because once you get close to, I wouldn't even say get close to ascension, but once you come online spiritually and your vibration starts to raise and increase, you find it easier to give more of yourself without, getting as tired, or without feeling like you've been drained of your energy. It's like when we coming from a place of pure unconditional love, it's like you could find yourself giving an entire day, right? You might be at food drives the whole day. You might be helping family, and at the end of the day, you're like, man, I'm not even tired. Like, I'm ready to do something else. It's because like when you're channeling that pure love energy, there's no, like I said, like a superconductor is defined as something that can function at its capacity with no loss of energy or no type of resistance. So the more that we tap into source, man, it's like our potential is insane, even on a physical level.
And like I say, we're gonna talk more about this later in the episode about the divine feminine. You know what
I
I'm saying?
say,
Because I want to say certain things, but it's like these clips gonna kind of speak for themselves. But
mm,
the superconductor is definitely in the heart space family.
I say,
You know what I'm saying? That's what I will say. You know what I'm saying, for right now. Um, so let's get it. Let's rock out with another one. We still finna let's keep it on Instagram for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
mm, those two opposing forces. It's the
Exactly.
black and the white, the hot and the cold. It's
Exactly.
that
Your higher
dual.
self and your shadow.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And so the point is that you have to know that there's duality in this relationship, and you need to focus on the duality in of your shadow. You know what I'm saying? Because truthfully, your shadow does have a good side. It can project light. That's how powerful it is. It can project light out of darkness, which we know the
Correct.
power of that. When we say shadow work ain't sexy, that's really like, it's almost like a sarcastic statement, because it is. It's very sexy.
Yeah.
It's you getting to know yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Because once you get past that, the ugly part of it is very beautiful.
exactly, because you got to keep in mind the life you've been living has been a lot. So it's been a false sense of happiness, a false sense of light, a false sense of joy, a false sense of,
Right.
you know what I mean? You're pulling from these certain different things to find yourself. And I think that with the spiritual path, it reveals the truth about yourself, because if you're really on a path, you have to sit with self, period. If you sit with self, you're going to find a lot about, you're like, oh, dang, that's why it's a reflection.
We sure have come a long way, because boy, my quality on Instagram looked like I was going live from a potato, boy. Like, man, I look back like, Jesus, we've come a long way.
No, I wasn't ready for that, bro.
For real, man. I'm watching like, sheesh. I don't remember it being so bad, but the information is just
No,
as relevant.
we were getting really real downloads in real time,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not gonna go too deep yet. And like I said, even on because Kyle got some questions. We all got some things we're going to talk about what Shadow Work Sundays has done in our life, and the process of what it has took to even keep going in this on this journey, being like how the spirit holds you accountable. I don't know about y'all, but man, shit. Say you're gonna do shadow work Sundays if you want to. Okay, shadow work.
Yeah.
All right, and then it's beautiful because once you alchemize it, then you're able to use it as an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? And so the episode that clip was from is an episode called Shadow Work Ain't Sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how people say like, "Oh, that tweet didn't age well." You know what I'm saying? Most so far, everything's aging beautifully. You know, things that were said are still very much so relevant.
Now that's deep because I didn't even think about it. You know, I was like, yeah, of course. You know, like yeah, because it's ancient wisdom.
Timeless, right?
Dang, somebody said I'm just mad it's only on Sunday. So to be honest with you, family, the goal is for it not to be. You know, you just got to manifest some other things. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm mad it's just on Sundays too. I'll be waiting for Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Right though.
So let me see how this look real quick. If it got any, okay, we good. All right, so we about to play. So like I said, I did a whole bunch of freestyles during this time. Really based every
Kim's going
freestyle,
crazy.
bro. You know, and we was playing it from a speaker. You know what I'm saying? I got my
No
speaker.
cap. Yeah, we were. That's crazy, bro. We definitely. Oh my gosh, man. This is beautiful to just even be able to see this progression in real time, you know, because I forget about some of these things, but you was bumping it off the speaker.
Off the speaker, trying to make sure like that it's close enough to the camera for y'all to hear it like at a good way. Oh man. So yeah, so this song is called Shadow Work Ain't Sexy, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. It's a freestyle. I ain't gonna say it's a song. God's
first shout out Bryce. He said, "In fact, Sunday be born until 8:55."
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's get it.
Shadow work ain't sexy. Yeah. Shadow work ain't sexy. It get ugly. Had to learn the lessons. They don't really love me. I am the truth, and you lying by nothing. Yeah. I'm done with this discussion. I manifest. I don't do no hustling. I attract. I ain't chasing nothing. Just don't be surprised when you find out that they wasn't. Loyal as you been to them, and now you can't ignore it. I woke up with it on my mind today. Trust got bleached, I just saw it fade away. Now I'm on defense, trying to block the fade away. This a cold game, everybody who you think? No. Shed so many tears, I'm still losing purse. I am on my path, you can't interfere. I guess when you around, I don't like it here. Every time I get emotional, I might appear. Release, I got the strength inside of me. I want my own family. Don't be sad for me, cause I ain't even sad for me. Maybe this is what I need. This a movie, have a seat. Yeah. I sit and I analyze how you sabotage when you criticize, how you victimize. I don't sympathize, I just see the pride. Seek a peace with the peace out. I ain't being quiet, I'ma speak out. If I don't call, you don't reach out. That's deep, but I got me now. Shadow work ain't sexy. Yeah. It's different. Yeah. It's a whole different vibe. You feel me? Shadow work ain't sexy. We healing every day. You feel me? Yeah. It's a shadow work ain't sexy. It get ugly. Had to learn to listen. They don't really love me. I am the truth, and you lie about nothing. Red pill. I'm done with this discussion. Red pill. I manifest. I don't do no hustling. I attract. I ain't chasing nothing. Just don't be surprised when you find out that they was. Hey bro, you been in them and now you can't ignore it.
Say man. Oh man. Shadow work ain't sexy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, I used to love them, man. What's so deep, family? I was going through hell. That song, see, bro, know what was going on in my life at that time. I was going through hell. I was broken. I was torn. We had just started Shadow Work Sundays. I had something just, man, and I was writing them songs, you know, like to really doing my real shadow work, like in real time, man. Like, and it was just, you know, man, that's good to reflect back on too, because I made it. You know, I made it through these times. You know what I'm saying? These records that we're gonna go through, like, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know,
why I
you made
love.
it too. You was going through some smooth, man.
I already
Life
know. Oh yeah,
was
you come on
real, you
now.
know, on across the board, you know. So that's what's beautiful about it. You know what I mean? And
Life
look
wasn't
at
a blender.
life has evolved too in the process of Shadow Work Sundays, from the Instagram to this to that to the quality to microphone, ring light, whatever, all this stuff before all this. Life has evolved too, you know, the healing, the journey, the relationships, the family, you know what I mean?
Shame.
You know, I attract, I ain't chasing nothing, you hear me? I
Mm-hmm.
am. So let's get it.
In real life.
Let's keep it running. So we're gonna still tap in on Instagram. We're gonna rock out on Instagram to we probably got about 2 more, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I just came to bring y'all some vibrations,
What's good,
okay?
bro?
I'm gonna spit a
Peace.
little poetry for you. It's
Peace,
called Breaking
peace,
Through.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Peace
Let's
and love,
go.
young brother.
peace, and
Peace.
positivity.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give y'all peace of minds, and then I'm gonna drop off. It's called Breaking Through. Breaking through all walls, all concrete, and all dreams, to beam and reach, to heal and uplift, breaking through all barriers of shame and pain. No, you're not insane, just living in vain. You must work to your purpose, elementally free, being you for all to see. We are all a connected force. You must let go and break through. Break through all gates, all snakes, and all fakes. It is our turn to take and eat, and it is our mission and our purpose to ignite and unite. Above all darkness, we rise. Above each storm, we are never the norm. See, they that glorify violence, we are breaking through with new eyes to see, beaming and reaching and overstanding the truth that's been hidden all along. No more crying those sad songs. Breaking through generational brainwashing and reprogramming our minds, bodies, and souls to fulfill our destiny goals. Awaken your soul and break through. No longer unworthy, no longer ashamed, no longer blinded, no longer weak. We are never defeated, only reaching higher to beam, to reach, to heal, and uplift. Breaking through. I love y'all. I just wanted to send that vibration out. I love you guys. I'm watching you too.
Peace.
I'm watching.
Peace,
Man,
Peace, brothers.
we
peace,
love
man.
you for
Gratitude.
real. Like every
Love you
time you come
too.
on.
Peace.
Man, I ain't want that to end. I want her to keep going,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Like,
I said she was going ham.
Now Queen, bro, she don't play no games, bro.
Mm-hmm.
that was a message straight from Divine Mother, like for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely the most moving thing I've heard this week.
Wow. That's
I
amazing.
say.
That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. I ain't gonna lie, it gave me chills. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like it definitely made me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it. Well, I ain't gonna say I haven't seen it. I didn't see it. I was there, but I haven't reflected on it ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was powerful, man. She Queen go in. Y'all go follow her on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like Queen Mugoers or something like that. I don't want to say it wrong, but y'all go follow her, man. She
Definitely.
definitely she consistent with the poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like with
Mm-hmm.
with the divine poetry. Man, shout out to Seven
Hey.
Circles, man. You know what I'm saying? Seven Circles in the building, man. Y'all go tap in with Seven Circles as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
YouTube,
Good, bro.
TikTok, everything. Y'all go tap in with the tribe as well, man. That's definitely tribe.
That's my guy right there.
Definitely.
No, for sure. He on one of these clips. You know what I'm saying? Let me see which one. Matter of fact, I'm trying to find one right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Shout out.
I guarantee this, just like you said, this happened in my life too. One time I was making this amount of money a month. I said, you know what? I actually want to add on an extra zero. The minute I made a real decision, a real intention, because it has to be real, right? Like decision means it comes from a Latin word meaning incision, meaning cut off. You cut off all other possibilities. Somebody who says, I'm going to try to smoke, I'm going to try to make, I'm going to try. That's not a decision. A decision is saying that I'm going to do it. When you say, hey, I'm going to go to the restroom, it's done. When you say, hey, I'm going to write a book, not I'm going to try to one day. No, when you make a decision and attention, it's done. And to know who you are, to know thyself, that you are literally God in the flesh. They tell you, don't you know that you're all gods? Don't you know that ye are gods, right? We're made in the image of God. We're told this, but we like to have a buffet style on what we want to accept. Give me some corn and mashed potatoes and chicken, but I don't want no green beans. Give me some biscuits and chicken, but no corn, no mashed potatoes. We like the buffet when it comes to the material, but accept it or don't accept it at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my.
And I want to.
Accept it or don't accept it at
sure.
all. Come on, man. Real God talk, man. Come on.
I definitely found that clip very powerful because what he's talking about is definitely base energy and definitely unconditional love. You dig what I'm saying? Towards in this reality, the way that we live and the way that we interact with this life, you know what I'm saying, is through a condition. It's through conditions. So we have conditions on what we're gonna do or how we're gonna react when somebody say this, or if somebody treat me this way, I'm gonna be this way. You dig what I'm saying? And that's loving through conditions. When love is supposed to be unconditional, doesn't mean you just tolerate anybody bull stuff. You dig what I'm saying? So like, I definitely found that powerful in an aspect of decision making as well, because that's pure solar plexus sun chakra energy, and this is why we on shadow work sun days.
Come on now, talk about it. Break it down, my brother.
Hey, shout out Seven Circles in the building.
We're gonna say that. We're gonna say that for the question.
And look, and beat this out, family. All I'm gonna say is, because you already know how we do move to the heart space, but from the simple aspect, I'm gonna say just look below into the tagline. This is podcast, not podcast. Let them know, family. You know what I'm saying? So, because Kai just broke it down. You feel me? Now the tribe is leading the chat, so let's keep it rocking. Let's keep it rocking. So let's see where we're gonna go.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the algorithm.
The algorithm is a part of the collective conscience of the planet, of the universe.
That's a fact.
That's how I look at it. And so when you think about the subconscious, like we talked about, it stores information. It actually moves based off of, it's kind of like when we talked about the God particle. And so when you think about it was reactive to the thoughts of the people.
Yeah.
And so that is the algorithm.
So tell me, Kyle, why did you choose that clip specifically? I was wondering.
First and foremost, that's one of the clips that I scribed on. You know what I'm saying? So that I ain't picking, source did.
Yeah.
Secondly, because speaking on is what you speaking on is heart space energy, because for the simple fact that your heart has something called an electromagnetic field. This electromagnetic field is tied to this ether that's all around us, and based off of what actions or thoughts or feelings or emotions that you're having within your own energetic macrocosmic being is going to affect the macrocosmic being that you're living inside of and inhabit. See, this planet that we reside on is nothing but a macrocosmic quantum universe of the quantum universe that's inside of us, and so on and so forth. So I chose that clip because it literally tells you and reinstates that you are literally the algorithm. We literally the ones are this source spark or this divine illuminative light through our beings to create this hollow. But based on the level and frequencies that we have, this is what it will be perceived as far as our intentions and our perceptions on the reality. So once we shift back to that collective frequency and back to that frequency of love, then the whole algorithm will change.
I say exactly.
I say
because we changed. You feel it? Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's like just like you're speaking on. You know, it's like life is or reality is like a fractal. You know, fractal is something that something that has small parts, and each of the small parts is the same shape or the same characteristic as the whole thing. You know, so it's like life is fractal in that way, like you're saying, where, you know, we're just a microcosm of the very same thing on a larger level, you know, and then it's like the further up you go, it's like the universe is still a macrocosm of the microcosm, you know, and the beginning is the end type of a situation. So it's a very trippy concept when you think about it, you know,
I say.
that fractal nature of reality.
It's beautiful though.
It is though.
It's like kaleidoscope.
Yeah, or I like that related also to holograms, because like they say, if you take a hologram and you were to split it in half, both halves would still contain the entire picture of the hologram, and you could split those halves up, and each one of those pieces would contain the whole picture. So it's like with us, you know, the more life, you know, is fragmenting and fractalizing, it
That
still
carbon copy.
contains, yeah,
Crystal
even
carbon
the
copy.
smallest
Crystal carbon
microcosm. Yeah, it still has the entire picture of the macrocosm. So that's such a beautiful aspect of creation, in my opinion. Something to really marvel at, you dig?
I say. So the goddess were speaking earlier about the live that we did with Canacia. I mean, well, that I did with Canacia. I'm talking about we. I'm finna get to the live we did, but the live we did Thursday. So much gratitude. Thank y'all for tapping in first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, to the live. And you know, Canacia definitely appreciates it. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to her about, you know, what the goddess have said, and she's very much so grateful, and you know what I'm saying. So appreciate y'all, you know, for tapping in. And so we're gonna show a clip of where it all started, you know what I'm saying, where this seed was planted, you know, where Canacia came over here, the wife of creation came over here, and she spoke on the power of awareness. It comes to awareness, because you had to go to a place of awareness to find the wife of creation.
Absolutely. You know, for me, I had that choice. I had that option to over attach to the narrative of the traumatic experience and take on that woe is me attitude, and, you know, allow it to debilitate me. Like, I allow it to break me down, get into that depressed mode. And in all actuality, although that was a part of the journey, I didn't stay there. You know, once I you know, began to process what actually happened to me, that was where the work truly began. That was where the shadow work really began, where you start asking questions like, well, why did I enable it? Or, you know, you start taking that accountability, you know, and then that is when your awareness does begin to rise.
I say.
It was a great episode.
Amazing episode.
Shout out to the wife of creation.
I say, and that clip really, it's like when she speaks in such a way like you really don't. I don't have anything to really say. She really broke it down. You know what I'm saying? The awareness. I would just say, you know, go watch that episode for, you know, most definitely, because it's a heart space episode, and it's a episode where you'll leave feeling real good about it, because it is the awareness. It's not necessarily deep digging on the healing. It's teaching you how to be aware. You know?
And I think that clip is really deep, because like it's like what I call red string moments. Like in ancient Chinese philosophy, they used to say, you know, a lot of people are attached by like these strings that connect us, but that some of us are connected by a red string because we have a certain importance to certain people and we're supposed to cross paths. But that's like a red string moment, because, you know, little did you or wife of creation know, y'all were gonna create something completely, you know, unseen from that moment. So, you know, I'm such a nerd with things like that. I love looking back on moments like that.
It's a clip for what he just said that you could play right after that.
What
from
clip is it,
the
bro?
episode coming out your comfort zone.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's get it. I say.
I love it, and just bring that greatness on. Y'all both doing great things. What y'all love. I peep y'all for a little minute before, you know, everything happens. Like, you know, like a manifestation coming on too. it's just like gradually, you know, coming on. Like, you know, me and God was saying talk. It was like a gradual. Like, yeah, I like to conversate with my certain individuals, and then boom, they never know you about to be on my next shit.
Mm-hmm.
Know that. You know what I'm saying? It's going with the flow of that.
That flow state, that growth, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tom.
I say. Now you caught that.
Nah, for real. But that's a nice little catch right there.
You know, peace to Light Warrior, man. You know what I'm saying? She's amazing. I go tapping with her. She, you know, she decided to do a podcast. That's why we brought her on. And the name of the episode was Stepping Out of Your Comfort Zone, because that's what she was doing. You know, in real time. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tap in with her. If I'm not mistaken, she got a podcast going. She do her rap. You know what I'm saying? But tap in with her family. You know what I'm saying? We all try, man. That's what I love about this journey. I love about Shadow Work Sundays. I'm meeting my soul tribe and connecting and building. This is what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful journey. And actually, I'm gonna say we'll probably do like 2 more clips, play a song, and then we're gonna bring on the tribe. You know what I'm saying? To chop it up with us for the one time.
I see.
Now let's tap in with the babies. So we had Vibe with the Tribe, you know what I'm saying, Young Starseed edition. And we had the babies on her. And so I'm gonna play both clips back to back. This first one is a game. We played a game where we played the music and stopped the music. And when we stopped the music, they had to freeze, like in a certain type of pose or something. We just kept, you know what I mean? It was super lit.
Super
fun. Man. It was. We couldn't even explain how fun it was. Like, we didn't know how fun it was. You know what I mean? It was
felt like we was doing something wrong. We was having so much fun, man.
Bruh. It was like, yeah, so let's tap in on that. You know, appreciate Kyle for getting this clip too, but this is, you know, much needed clip.
When I pull up with Tribe Vibes back to back. I don't live for dick, I attract the chick. I don't do the stress, I just handle it. I don't talk my business, why you asking that? When I pull up with Tribe Vibes back to back.
They call me God King Manifest. Feel you give you life, no cigarette. Doing shadow work with my silhouette. They call me dope, no BMF. Organize for the EM. Think I'm crazy cause I keep it real. Go within, you'll see for real. I manifest how to pay my bills. I started with a brick and we had to build. They give you death and a happy meal. Whole bunch of lies and how you feel. I'm with the tribe and we gon' heal.
I got too caught up there, y'all.
Hey man, we had Logical on that joint, Diddy bopping, man. Shout out Logical, she in the building, man.
She was lit, you feel me? Yeah,
Shout
man.
Big
energy.
Man.
Yeah, peace
Shout out
to
to
the
the babies,
tribe, man.
Yeah, that clip screamed inner child, man.
Bro. And let me put this out here. We want to do another episode, family. So, you know what I'm saying? You got some young star seeds, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can come on her together. And like you just had your kid on her by themselves. Y'all come on her together. And we gonna
BYOB, bring your own babies. Bring them through.
If it's up to Julio, man, he gonna figure it out. You hear me? Sheesh, BY. Oh man. So look, so obviously y'all see that we have fun, but I want to understand and show y'all that it ain't no games with these babies. Let's get it. What are the gems you got for us? We need all the gems.
We should keep the planet a safe place. We don't need the Navy or police or anything.
Talk about it.
And like, you don't need to cut down trees. We can recycle the stuff that we've been using instead of like taking stuff from nature without asking.
Without asking, I like that. Oh my gosh.
If you don't respect nature, it'll slap you.
Right.
Yes.
Let them know. From the mouth of the babies. Nature will slap you. You hear me?
So from the mouth of the babies,
nature.
She said, "We don't need no police.
Yeah, man.
We don't need
no Navy.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
We're living in different times, family.
man.
Living in different times, family. And I want to send peace to Nick Wajet because 3 of those babies on there were her babies. You know, shout out to Cosmito. She was on it, which is one of her daughters, her oldest.
Hey, Cosmito's super cool.
She's Nick Wajet. We was on her like family, raising some very wise, intellectual, you know, in tune babies. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the goddess, really doing her thing.
I appreciate it. Now, family, somebody basically saying we be speaking on things that they've been knowing and been saying for a minute, you know what I'm saying, for a long time, and people be thinking they weird and crazy, you know what I'm saying, and they appreciate us, you know, speaking on it, you know what I mean, let them know you're not crazy. But no, I'll say that's what we out here for, family. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call they want us to be the black sheep until we evolve into the chosen ones, you know what I'm saying?
So we become the GOAT.
You know what I mean? So we out here.
Yeah, big.
And so speaking of Nick Wajet, this next clip is going to be a clip of Nick Wajet, and she actually did a live Qigong. I ain't even gonna say, I'm gonna say demonstration. Yeah, she really taught and walked through how to do Qigong. So if you go back and watch that episode with Nick Wajet, oh man, and she did the singing bowls. I mean, she went in.
I still use a lot of that stuff she showed us to this day, like the breathing exercises.
Of course.
So shout out to my judge. Yeah, she really came through.
Yeah. So let me see. I'm looking for the right clip, to be honest.
It should be like Hello to Dance.
Nah, that's not Nick Wajet. That's Megan. I found it.
Let's get into these breathing techniques with Qigong. It's a series of movements, but the foundation is proper breathing. We've been, I guess, through like situations, being anxious, living in fear and all that. We forgot how to breathe. Through Qigong, we reverse breathe. We raise the Qi up. Qi is the life force energy. Bring it into the chest. It's like this. That's called raising the Qi. You breathe in and expanding the lungs to the max. And then you're releasing the Qi, bringing it down, and you're filling the abdomen up, like filling a balloon up. Keep it tight, and you breathe, like take 5 cycles of breath. The Qi is synced, and you breathe from here, 5 cycles of breath. And you raise the Qi slowly. Raise it up. Expand your lungs to the max.
Yeah, very, very powerful episode.
Over here doing it again.
and just so y'all know, that episode is actually about breaking karmic cycles. In that episode, Nick Wajet drops a gem and basically speaks on and in our dimension, in our reality, creates the word cosmic currency. And so we was like, okay. And I ended up making a song called that's the song we was dancing to on the you know, the episode of the but about building that cosmic currency. And so that's how she explains the Qigong and the energy work, you know, building up cosmic currency. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So yeah, shout out to Nick Wajet.
Shout out to the goddess.
Started doing it with her. No, facts. And so let's get into another record. Let's get into another one of these freestyles, you know what I'm saying? One of these guy styles. So let's see. We're gonna come back for that one. Let's get into something. Matter of fact, let's play the Shadowwork. So the Shadowwork Sundays intro song for maybe 3 or 4 seasons, bro. Maybe 3 seasons. It was this song. So when we first started, and all the way probably about the first 3 seasons, this was the Shadowwork Sunday song. You know what I'm saying? And it's called Shadowwork.
Yeah.
Shadowwork. See it for what it is.
if you gotta cry, then shed tears. You are not alone, you got yourself still. Too many perspectives on what's real. Shadow work, see it for what it is. And if you gotta cry, then shed tears. You are not alone, you got yourself still. Too many perspectives on what's real. What's real? Facing my insecurities, knowing where I got it from. I look at love different, it ain't nothing with broken trust. Sit back and play the villain, I ain't right for such and such. Bringing peace to my mind is defined as giving up. Mirror gazing, you got different faces, I can't erase it. Most valuable lesson, love can be used as manipulation. Tired of holding it in, I'm testifying my tribulation. I did some things and said some things I shouldn't when trying to face it. Meditate, channel my spirit and feel my soul. I can see everything when my eyes closed. Got tired of crying and took a different approach. I'm sitting alone as I write myself this note. Cause who can talk to me? It's hard to explain how I feel. You know, telepathy. Who really gonna step with me? Love is loyalty, shadow work. See it for what it is. And if you gotta cry, then shed tears. You are not alone, you got yourself still. Too many perspectives on what's real. Shadow work, see it for what it is. And if you gotta cry, then shed tears. You are not alone, you got yourself still. Too many perspectives on what's real. What's real? Facing my anger issues, knowing where I got it from. I bring up the problem, all of a sudden I'm not your son. Cut me off so fast, now you see where I got it from. Now you see where I got it from. Neglected as an adolescent, streets felt like a blessing. You talk real, but when I was on lock, you ain't write a mess. You so hard, you so fraud, putting your hands on the adolescent. I'm scarred in my heart, I feel the distance, you in religion. Can't talk to you about what I believe, cause I'm not a Christian. If you open your mind, you will see it's a whole agenda. The sun is wise, put the hate aside. Stop making me smile and see my broken eyes. Face what I had to face, it's all a bunch of lies. Difference between us, I won't compromise. I see the true colors, I used to be colorblind. Used to be colorblind. Shadow work, see it for what it is. And if you gotta cry, then shed tears. You are not alone, you got yourself still. Too many perspectives on what's real. Shadow work, see it for what it is. And if you gotta cry, then shed tears. You are not alone, you got yourself still. Too many perspectives on what's real.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? The show used to start super serious, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was doing that deep shadow work, man. You know, and
nah, big facts.
I'm definitely a believer in a pure example of channeling our passions to heal. You know what I'm saying? Using our passions, you know what I'm saying, to heal.
Gotta do it.
You know, hey man, what's so we lit. I got Marty tapping in as well. That's the third person I wanted. You know, so we got 3 shadow work OGs, you know, that came, you know, saying from Instagram from the beginning. That's gonna tap in with us. Okay, so we got I'm Authentic. We got
and two of them, you know. Well, one of them fully is international, you know. So Shadow Work Sundays, officially coast to coast, like butter and toast, you know.
I say So on point, man. Let us know how you vibrating back here behind the scenes. If you ready to
Our
go,
boy.
you know what I'm saying? Turn your camera on whenever y'all ready. So whenever on point camera on, we're gonna rock out.
Regression.
You know what I'm saying? But until then, let's play another clip. You know what I'm saying? Before we bring the tribe on to chop it up.
Yes, sir.
Let's see where we're gonna go with it. Let's go right here with it.
Killed by their fathers, their stepfathers, and this and that. You
Yeah.
understand? I'm just saying the violence is charged on the blood. So once you start cleaning that blood, then you can't keep laying up with people who will not do that work. Then you have to be into the thank you, I love you, forgive me, I'm sorry, seeing them whole body, heart, mind, and soul, and being in a place where you are honoring that which is beating your heart and breathing you, and asking and knocking. You say, ask and it shall be given. I thank you, Mother, Father, Creator God, that He is being cleared, cleansed, purified, renewed. I thank you that you understand, ask, because these relationships that we're creating, where we're creating lineages of people, these are lifetime relationships. These are relationships written upon the pages of time.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Written upon the pages of time. Adama came hard that man for that episode, man.
Yeah, man, that's how we started this year off, man. You know what I'm saying? With
found-
that big energy.
I found that clip definitely powerful because of the aspect that she was talking about the blood, and through our detoxification process, that's not typically a part that's focused on. You know what I'm saying? Most people focus on like the gut and certain organs like that, but it's generally necessary that you cleanse your blood. Try to cleanse your body, for the simple fact that all the things that they're putting in the air, whatever the case may be, is vital to cleanse your blood. Not only because of that, but because your blood is your vital life force energy. Without your blood, none of the other versions of you or aspects of you or organs or tissues or anything inside your body would get its nutrients, would get its oxygen, would get any type of information that it needs to uphold and uplift itself back into growth. You know what I'm saying? So just the fact that she spoke on the blood in such a manner, I just wanted to put that clip up there and reiterate, like.
No, I say that's that reminder, man.
As she called it, cellular liberation.
I say.
And definitely.
And so I'm ready when you are. So I'm authentic when you ready. We're gonna be ready. You know what I'm saying? And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just have to bring them on one by one as they ready. You know what I'm saying? So what's good with it? Peace to the God. You know what I mean? How you vibrating, G?
My brother.
We can't
Peace
hear
to the gods.
Oh, no, wrong. We straight.
Peace, God. Peace.
How y'all doing?
Oldness.
We know the vibes, bro.
Word.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Kai, you know what I mean? On point, know who you are. Obviously, you know, this is on point, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, day one, you know, we've had some deep discussions on Shadowwork Sundays. We used to talk and we used to bring people on every episode to just like almost like not necessarily do one-on-ones, but that's kind of what it would turn into. A one-on-one dialogue and a one-on-one just going in. Sometimes with multiple members of the tribe, just random different and on point, you know, he would be on that mug almost 5 episodes in a row. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just getting the work in, you know it is.
On point, huh?
And also on point, also giving jewels. He come on there giving jewels as well, you know. So so on point, man. You know, we want to bring you on here, man. First and foremost, to acknowledge the tribe. You know what I'm saying? It's what we do over here. You know, we give the flowers. You know what I'm saying? To those that are out here putting in the work and healing and really doing this thing. You know, and really pushing, you know, the vibration forward. You know what I'm saying? To take over the ship. You know what I'm saying? So, how in your personal life, you know, how has Shadowwork Sundays affected you? You know, been a benefit or been not a benefit, you know, but how has it affected your life? You know what I'm saying?
Well, first and foremost, once you came up with some trauma from being young, you just like, you can't stay in one position for too long. You got to keep progressing. You got to figure out stuff that hurt you, stuff that makes you happy. You know, just to live and be, as you were saying earlier too, aware of your surroundings. Once you're aware of your surroundings, everything goes fine. You tend to grow in different aspects of yourself, being the true you. That's it. Being the true you, it just makes you unstoppable basically. Because if you are depressed, like, you're just holding yourself back from being your greater self. That's it. That's how I could really say I am. I'm just more of just going with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like that style, that fighting style of Tai Chi. You go with the flow. You really go where you're aware of your surroundings. That's it. And I feel great. Like coming up from the islands to here is like a whole culture shock too for me. So it was like, wow, it's really different from the Caribbean to the USA. Big change. That's why I stick to myself a lot as well. Just being isolated and just growing. I just grow. That's it. Just grow and learn.
And shit, I guess I got a question. You know, like you just stated, being somebody who, you know, your foot's kind of here, but you grew up in the islands. Would you say that do you feel like there's more healing to be done in the States when it comes to day-to-day life and things that kind of happen and stick with you versus like the island life? You know, like
definitely. The island life is so chill. Everybody's so friendly. I mean, it's not perfect everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it's on a more friendlier vibes. The energy is just different. You know, the sun is beaming on your carbonated skin. You're just out there. Compared to where I am in the Northeast, it's more cold and everybody's depressed. People look at you as like, ain't no hi, hello, no interaction with nobody. Everybody just like on bot mode.
Yeah, and I don't know if you want to give too many details of what island you are from, but you know, we tapped in, so I know what island you're from, and I'll just say, you know, some years ago I had gone to the particular island that On Point is from. Man, prior to, I had been out the country once. It was only to the Bahamas, which is, you know, kind of like a tourist trap more so. But when I went to this particular island, man, I told people it was like somebody took a gray filter off of life. And it was like, yo, I've never seen the sky look like this. And even more so, he's talking about with the people. I had gone with my girlfriend at the time, and she was born and raised in Jamaica and came to the States, so she was familiar with the island life. Man, we were going to this party one night, and we stopped at this hotel, and the security guard, you know, she was chatting up with him. You know, she was always from Jamaica, and he was like, "Can you guys give me a ride down the road?" And, you know, being from the States, I'm like, a ride down the road, bro. And, you know, I just kind of like looked intuitively at my girl, and she was just like, it's cool, man. We chatted with this dude the whole ride. He gave us tips on where to go on the island. And it was just like, it was such a culture shock to me, because it was like, yo, we would have never did this in the States. But here, it's the energy so pure, and everybody's operating out of love for the most part. It's like you don't even have to think about stuff like that. I'm sure you do, you know, a little bit, but man, I did not want to leave On Point's home island, man. When I came back to the States, I was like, yo, this is trash, bro.
You know what the difference is, though? You know what I'm saying? The difference is that we're gonna get into that, you know what I'm saying, more as we go through the episode. We always talking about it. They're more connected to nature.
Right.
Like in their everyday life. They show gratitude, they appreciate nature versus we appreciate iPhones and air conditioning. You know what I'm saying?
Reality. That's all it is. And once and that's why I always say, once you like get out there to see what's more beyond to where you're at, especially to your nature, being in nature, you're like, wow, this is a much different feel. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're moving with a lot of love. Feel me?
All right, so peep this out. So I'm gonna ask you this question. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna keep it rocking. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm authentic is ready to go. You feel me? So my question to you is, because we're talking about love, how would you explain how you're able to operate in love in that consistent way? You know what I'm saying? What do you do, to keep yourself operating in love?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
And I'm gonna go and bring I'm authentic on too. She's ready.
Like I would say, being in love, you just gotta love every aspect of yourself. Things that you probably disliked about yourself or whatever, you gotta like embrace it and just love that. I accept that part of who I am. Once you do that, and every decision you make is final decision you make, because you want to do that, so now you're going through that path. Feel me? So you it's like your dimension. It's like whatever path you take is whatever dimension you're gonna go in, because you live so many realities as well.
Exactly.
It's
So
parallel universes on parallel
it's
universes.
basically up to you, your decision. That's it.
I see.
Life is beautiful.
Peace. I'm authentic. You know what I'm saying? Family is in the building. And it's funny because we still calling them by their names that they Instagram names was. You know what I'm saying? These are not their real names, family. You know what I'm saying? These are their Instagram names. You know what I'm saying? There you
Peace
go.
to the Star Seed.
There you go.
Hey, little man.
Peace to the young goddess, young god.
What's up? How you vibrating?
He like, they're talking to me.
Who's that? Ashe? He called you Ashe in light.
Light. I am the light. Don't make me play it for you. I'm gonna have to play it for you, man.
Get that dancing game popping.
That's his song, bro.
Yes, the light. Yes, that's the light.
He knows.
Oh man, this is so amazing. Peace to the tribe. And I'm so lit. Y'all been here from the beginning, man. Little man been watching these lives, you know what I'm saying, right along with mama, you know what I mean? Tapping in with the vibrations.
Yeah, that's Mickey Mouse.
Okay. So you got a message for us tonight. That's what you letting us know? Because we listening.
So I got something to say.
Yeah, we listening.
So I got something to channel.
Nothing? He's not feeling too well. So he's not himself.
But what I will say is that the power in numbers. So, family, anybody that has a pure heart, the rest of it, please do not. But anybody's coming from a pure place and a pure heart, definitely send healing energy and healing frequencies. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even say just to him, but to the whole household, cover the whole house. You know what I'm saying? So I say.
Not to go to sleep to you guys.
I say. Hello.
Hey.
He felt that energy.
Peace, young God.
What's up, man? You on TV?
We live.
You famous now, man. The YouTube debut.
Yeah. Now this is super lit, man. Peace to the tribe in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Just love y'all, y'all patience and y'all realness. You know what I'm saying? Just for this moment, to have, with the young Star C, with the young God. You know what I mean? Yeah. We don't get to kick it on there every day, so this is where we get to kick it at. You know what I'm saying? We gotta come to Shower Sunday. We gotta kick it.
Beginning of the week.
You feel me? No,
so
facts.
be right.
he really just kind of answered one of your questions, Kai.
This question is I wasn't there for the question.
So I wanna ask you. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question. So, how has Shadow Work Sundays affected your life, family? You know, a sis, should I say? You know, to be real direct.
Wow. Well, how it had affected me is mostly like with my son, and like when I connected with you right away, I I just felt, even though like maybe I'm older than you in this 3D age number system that I have, but for me, I feel like you're my big brother and I'm your little sis, so that's what we go by. So that's something that I gained from being connected with you. And how I actually got connected with you was what's your Instagram name? On Point, because I know him by his real name.
That's
So
deep. That's deep.
so I saw it's because when he was doing job training here on the island, he we connected with each other, and when he left, and so after a while I saw him posting Shadow Work Sundays, and I had just started weaning off of Christianity and stuff, and weaning off of Christianity and stuff. And when I saw the post, I was like, Shadow Work, I heard that name before, like during my whole transitioning and stuff. So then I asked him for the link and he shared it. And from there, it was like, when I heard you talk, I was like, this is a strange connection. I never like felt that kind of connection with someone before. And from there, we kicked it. And when you sent me the message saying that you want me to be on the show today, I was like really honored, because like every Sunday, it's like I'm so aligned with what the message would be regarding the week that passed in my life. And like today is my birthday. Today I'm 35.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everything just connects with me with Shadow Work Sundays. When you had a background of purple and green, I put up purple and green curtains. They're actually still up. When you're talking about relationships and whatever else you talk about, it's always something that I was dealing with that same week ahead, this week before. So for me, it's really it's like a guide to me. It's really like a guide, and it's like your song say, tribe, we don't do no friends. It's like you guys is like, even the new people that like come on the show, and I felt so proud and so happy for you guys when you guys added Kai to the show, and all the other persons came on, and like they're here every Sunday, even though I don't get to be there every Sunday because of the time difference. Sometimes I'm sleeping or whatever, but the show is like, I just happy to see how it grew, and it's also I'm growing with the show. I'm growing with the show. And when you had sent me the message to be on the show, I had to scroll back on Instagram, like, how long have I actually known Manifest? Because it feels like as if it's been forever. Even though it's like almost a year, it's been like, I feel like I know this person, like, know this person. And it's like, I just love the connection. Julio, Kai, Purple Lotus Flower 888, Logical, Mama Logical, Light Warrior, and all the rest. I just love all you guys. It's like, I don't know. I always look out for Sunday. Like I was telling King yesterday that I thought it was Sunday. I had my laptop charged. I was like so excited. And I'm like, wait, it's not Sunday. It's tomorrow's Sunday. So I was like already ready to tap in. It was like, I'm always excited for Shadow Work Sundays.
And I want to make this clear, family. I'm authentic. Any matter of fact, say your. I just don't like messing it up. Michelle, I think I say it right.
Michelle, okay, no.
Okay, no. Can you tell me how to say it?
You can also say Eugenio if you want.
Okay.
Say what? I didn't hear it. They kind of glitched out.
Eugenio.
No, I want to get the Mish. You said, say it again.
Mish Nella.
I got it, Mish Nella.
Yeah.
So, I want to let y'all know that any special guest we ever had, she follow them. This is before the episode, family. She follow them, she tagging them. They hit me up like, "Who is Amartini?" I got homies. They hit me up and be like, "Hey, bro, who is Amartini?" Like, bro, that's the tribe, bro. She don't play. Man, she don't play no games. So she is very much so like big support. She don't play no games.
I say.
And the tribe is definitely sending a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, I've already said happy solar return probably like 3 times today. But do you have a Cash App? You want to put your Cash App on the screen or anything for your solar return?
No, I live in the Caribbean, so I don't have Cash App. I don't have Zelle. I don't have Wise. I don't have none of those. It would have to be like a wire transfer. I don't have any of those things.
Okay. Say no more. Yeah, happy solar return. It's crazy. I'm off my game because I was supposed to DM you today, and I haven't been on Instagram today. So don't put me in the doghouse.
I know.
Don't put me in the doghouse because I've been off my game because I feel I'm like, oh man, how did I come through the DM today?
It's all good. Pisces gang. It's all good.
Yo, and in my defense, I'm so bad. I almost forget my birthday unless people remind me. I'm so bad with birthdays, bro. It blows me. It truly does. So I got my day ones. I be having to call them, hey bro, what's your birthday again?
All right, so
the young guys is lit, man.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if we got another. If I got one more Instagram clip. No, I don't think we got. Let me see. Let's see what this is. We say shadow work Sundays where self-love is therapy. So at the end of the day, self-love and shadow work go hand in hand.
Yes, sir, they do.
So everything that we speak on, if you have fear from a situation, maybe somebody abused you. I know about physical abuse head on, firsthand. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody you grew up and you dealt with that, whether you have a certain type of fear and you may always react in rage.
Exactly.
You may always have
and that's a good point. And that's why the shadow work is important because a lot of the times you can have experiences lodged in the back of your mind, in the back of your being that may only come out when you get triggered. It might be somebody putting you in a compromising position and making you feel threatened. And that person comes out, that experienced that physical trauma. And now you're making decisions that's based in a place of fear and trauma, and probably not something you would do in a different mindset.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I like when you said a different mindset because really it's about a sober mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Pain, when you have all this pain, you're not moving in a sober mind. You're not being you at the purest form. You know what I'm saying? And so we want to be us at the purest form, but when like the community I come from, they embody that. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I've been through this, I've been through that, I've been through this, but it's like, bro, like, what about where you're going? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'll say, I feel like that was the perfect clip to play, and I didn't even know what it was even about. But it was a perfect clip because that's what we're talking about right now, the evolution. You know what I'm saying?
I like how you ended that clip. You were like, bro, where are you even going?
You know what I'm saying? Like, Miss Nella, she said that she's grew, like how the show has been growing, she's been growing. And it's deep because we talked about the same thing behind the scenes about me and Julio. You're like, bro, we have grew with the show in our own life, in our own right, in our own, healing and I think it's time to go there. To be real with y'all family, sometimes doing this with the ring light and the YouTube and the background and the microphone and all this, sometimes it take away from the authentic aspect of it sometimes, and not like it's genuine, it's pure. But I think on Instagram it was so raw. It was like, And so my point is that we got to even appreciate those times, because even though we understand the upgrade and we want the upgrade, we desire the upgrade, and we know that, man, I'm tired of this and that. Oh man, when it's raw, man, and you can actually alchemize that, and you can really like get real raw and ugly with life, and match that energy, and come out stronger. Oh man, it's beautiful. And I thought this is an example. Also, this is an example of Soul Tribe. She said that she met on point out, out in the islands. He dipped off, did this thing. Then he posted Shadow Work Sundays. It's spin the block and come back around here. What's even deep about the whole thing is that I met Julio on Isis Wisdom Live. I mean, on Isis Wisdom Telegram, but I met On Point through Julio. You know what I'm saying? I met Kai. I don't know how me and Kai met. We still don't know how we met, but Julio met Kai through me. So it's like a whole yeah, exactly.
Everything is still off divine, no matter how you think of it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
We like the mycelium network, man.
Yeah, like the internet. Everything's connected. Just makes sense.
We all just synapses and God's brain firing and connecting.
Man, you hear me?
No, that's literally.
Yeah, I said nah. That's
real though.
Me? Really.
So let's start connecting with Big Mama. Let's connect with Divine Feminine. Let's go into this aspect of the show. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking for this certain clip. Christ is a feminine energy. Christ was in a male avatar, but was actually the divine feminine energy. It was about opening the doorway of ascension. And so right now we talk about us ascending. We talk about us going to 5D and 6D and 7, us ascending to these higher realms. It had nothing to do with sin.
Conquer death.
Exactly. It was a death and a rebirth. The rebirth. So whenever they gave this example of saying that you don't have to go to the temple anymore to pray, really what I'm talking about is that you are now directly connected to source. What they don't talk about is that during that time in the Bible where it doesn't speak about Christ from, a little bitty, child on up to 30, maybe 30, 31. During that time, Christ was going through shadow work. This is all metaphysical. You see what I'm saying? These things were happening though as Christ was discovering who Christ was, which is us as the collective. We are discovering, we are remembering who we are again. You see what I'm saying? And so during that process of elevation, like I said, that death and that rebirth had to happen. And so right now we are going through a death and rebirth as a collective. And in this death and rebirth, we actually are connecting with the divine feminine energy, connecting with Christ. We become Christ. We become the second coming of Christ. We are the second coming of Christ. Everybody talks about divine feminine energy rising. It's the Christ energy. That's what it is. I say.
I got 2 points. The first is, man, that instrumental had like a Spanish cowboy type of vibe, like
this guy.
Like if you was just on a dude ranch on the border of Texas and Mexico. Second point is that that inner Christ message is always going to be relevant on this platform, man. That's something that reoccurringly comes up in our episodes because it's that one really aged well. I would say that's one that aged very well.
I say. Yeah, we call those type of moments clearing the air. Meaning there's a lot of subjects that get spoke on in many different ways. And not saying that nobody's truth is not truth or not even coming from that aspect, but just saying that it's clearing the room. You know what I'm saying? What resonates, what don't, what it doesn't. But truthfully, there's a lot of lack of respect to the divine feminine in a lot of these stories. And truthfully, a lot of these stories are all about the divine feminine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So let's keep it going with another one. Big Mama is a very powerful, and what I wanted to say about Big Mama is that this is a love with no judgment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, remember how we talked about Big Mama let everybody come over, Big Mama making a plate for everybody. You know, a very loving, a very caring, a very open, free place. You know what I'm saying? You know why Big Mama's so free? You know why we use terms like Medea, you know, which I learned are very sacred goddess names as well, a name per se, that name as well. But because on the flip side, she will whoop somebody ass. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
I just don't, she's not nothing to play with. She's real. She's raw. She ain't really like. She not really for the. You start talking a certain way, she gonna peep it.
She'll
Like,
dig in you now.
yeah, she's not. But you know, and then she'll give you a plate after. Again, she'll still feed you. You know, so that is a very powerful energy, and that is divine feminine energy. You know, that is when we talking about not saying that we don't have a lot of our grandmothers don't have a lot of trauma and things of that sort. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying just the capability that they actually had to be able to show that level of love and that level of compassion and that level of not judgment. That is a part of actually what it looks like whenever we're moving in our heart space. I see.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That clip resonates on a different level because that's indeed the energy of Big Mama, but that's not something outside of ourselves. So through my shadow work lately, I've been just, reconnecting those dots as far as you can embody that same big energy with yourself as far as, yeah, Big Mama will whoop your ass, or you will whoop your own ass when you're going through shadow work and you may feel down, you may be feeling guilty, you may be feeling blame and things like that. And that's okay. But at the same time, you need to be able to show yourself that same love and compassion to give yourself a plate afterwards. You dig what I'm saying? Give yourself that heart space energy. So
after you get after you get your tail whooped. So after you get your tail whooped, but Mama said, "Go get you a plate, though, baby. You good."
Right.
That's deep. You know, so while we tapped in on this divine feminine energy, you know what I'm saying, showing gratitude to Big Mama and to all the goddess, you know, that are out here right now in the tribe, and then also to the heart space within. You know what I'm saying? You know, to some Sophia, you know, Kai know what I'm talking about, Julio know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. You know, some would say that's the counterpart of the masculine energy.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to y'all, family. I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm lit. I feel like I'm at the club. You know what I mean? Like, I'm lit.
The club couldn't handle me right now.
Big God energy.
Like a vibe.
Man, you heard me.
Club couldn't handle me.
Man, bro. We about to get into another record. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to Julio about it earlier. This is probably one of my favorite freestyles from Shadowwork Sundays. Rapping on Lauryn Hill record, which is always a good vibration. But this song is called Divine Feminine. You know what I'm saying? So let's show love and show gratitude. And at this time, when you listening to this song, think about your mama, think about your aunties, think about your grandma, think about your big mama, think about, reflect and show gratitude to them. You know what I'm saying? Like really align with that energy, with the divine feminine around you. You know, and think about your heart space. You know what I'm saying? Think about, you know, like, man, how do I feel right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause my divine feminine energy may need to rise. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's tap in, you know, with that type of intention. You feel me?
Hello.
Peace to all the guys and the goddess. It's all about elevation. It's all about love. It's all about patience. Real talk. Real wild. You done been toxic enough. Watch how you talking to us. I know you was taught to be tough, but what's stronger than love? You done been toxic enough. Watch how you talking to us. I know you was taught to be tough,
but what's stronger than love? Divine feminine, rise again and live again. Divine feminine, connect to all elements. Divine feminine, shutting down the ignorance. Divine feminine, the toxic masculinity. Heart chakra energy I feel. Separate the fake from the real. Exposing your heart every time you give. You gotta have balance in my I can help. Open your heart just to heal while healing yourself. Since mama didn't do it, be real with yourself. Be patient and learn how to deal with self. I'm in deep meditation as I sit with self. The love from grandma, mama, big mama. It's something about that hug that put something out you. Shut it down, we ain't with the drama. Divine feminine can heal the trauma. Cause we done been toxic enough. Watch how you talking to us. I know I was taught to be tough, but what's stronger than love? We done been toxic enough. Watch how you talking to us. I know I was taught to be tough, but what's stronger than love? Divine feminine, rise again and live again. Divine feminine, connect to all elements. Divine feminine, shutting down the ignorance. Divine feminine, through toxic masculinity.
Us, man, because we done been toxic enough, you feel me?
I ain't gonna hold you. That song just unlocks some memories from me from my childhood. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, that song is a classic. I like the style of it. That's a classic.
Wow.
Facts.
I appreciate that song too. It speaks a lot of levels to it too. So yeah.
I said, well, you know what? Since Ka said what he said, I'm gonna go backdoor y'all like we on In the Galactic. Let's play another record. Let's keep this going. I don't know what's up? Hey, my fault, G.
Big man.
You got it. You got it.
The energy now.
Hey, listen, don't hurt me now.
So
got
you
the
got
energy
it.
going.
He big lit. Hey, go on, put on for the Rainbow Children for us one time. We know y'all got something to say. I'm gonna say this. I'm telepathic, sir. I'm listening to you.
I don't know how he's connected to you the way he is, but I'm finished trying to understand it. I'm finished trying to understand it.
Yeah,
he can't hear you in his sleep. He can't hear you like he's here when he hear your song or whatever. Come on, he's like, Ashay.
Yeah.
Light.
I say, light.
That energy, that's that vibration. Beautiful.
Gratitude.
No, that's beautiful.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They be having me emotional, family. I be like, man, calm down, man. Y'all got me in my feelings, you know what I'm saying?
Do it for the babies.
Man, for real. Bryce say what up, young guy. You know, Bryce a young guy out here too. Don't get it twisted, man. We all out here, you know.
But the song from just now, sorry to cut you off, but the song from just now, it really had me in my feelings because I've been reflecting a lot. And I'm in that stage where, like how Kai said, like, you know, we got to learn to give ourselves a play during shadow work. And that's what I'm trying to do because I just be too hard on myself. And you know how we grew up in this environment where we almost have to be in so-called survival mode and almost think on our feet? Is like I'm trying to tap it into that feminine side of me again, you know, like how Venus Sublime does be like, I don't know, it's just bring out that feminine side out of me. Is like I feel I'm too raw, too like masculine. And when I heard that song, it like made me thought about my mom and how I am. And it really I would have to go and listen to that song again. I don't know how, but the song, I just have to meditate on that song to let everything out, because when the song was ending, it's like the tears was coming and then it shut off. I'm like, okay, it's done.
Oh yeah, you got to revisit that.
No, I'll send it to you. This song was actually on Instagram. I'm gonna post a link to this song actually on Telegram, and then I'm gonna actually upload it to. When I'm gonna do family, I got y'all. This week I'm gonna create a Shutterwork Sunday SoundCloud freestyle. Yeah, so where y'all can go tap in. I'm gonna upload all the freestyles because I don't even got half of the freestyles in this episode. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of freestyles, you know what I'm saying? We got the young guy backstage, you know what I'm saying? Marty, another one of the OGs, you feel me? And so his favorite song is I Need Rest. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is I'm not even gonna bring him on the screen. I'm gonna play the song, and after the song play, y'all gonna see Marty on the screen. You dig? You know what I'm saying?
My man walking out to that song.
I mean, I had to, bro. I had to. I didn't even have it uploaded, bro. I didn't even have it queued up. I queued it up as soon as he got backstage. I was like,
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. Y'all will understand the backstory of this, you know what I'm saying? You know, once we chop it up, but man, let's get it.
I need rest day. I need rest. I need rest. I need rest day. I need rest. I need rest. I need rest day. I need rest. I need rest. Roll me up some Damiana, Mud Warden, Wild Dogger, Blue Lotus, St. Ganja. When I rest, I'm out my body. Do you ever sit in silence? Every day I sit in silence. I connect the water and fire. I connect the water and I'm in flow state like the ocean. I just keep on coasting. We getting upgrades and I know one day I'ma wake up glowing. They say the grind don't stop, keep going. It's for me when I do what I'm doing. Get rest and I rise with the sun. Got a tool cause I did what I done and I need rest. I need rest. Had to restore my body. These upgrades ain't stopping. And I need rest. I need rest. Had to restore my body. This energy is cosmic. And I need rest. I need rest. Had to restore my body. These upgrades ain't stopping. And I need rest. I need rest. Had to restore my body. This energy is cosmic. And I need rest.
Yes, sir.
RD, my guy.
Big energy. I'm muted. Bro, you muted. I think you muted. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Peace, guy. What's good?
What's good, man? You already know that's my jam.
Yes, sir.
Marty.
What's the word? How you feeling, man?
My guy, man. It's been a minute.
It's definitely been a minute, man. I see y'all, man. Y'all definitely building, man. Staying consistent, giving everybody the game that they need to keep elevating, man. I love to see it, man.
I say.
For sure.
I say.
We got Charles. He's been tapped in with us for about half a year. You know what I'm saying? Big lift, man. Much gratitude to the family. It's a really podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Definition of day one.
Come on, man. This shit, man. I feel the energy right now.
Oh yeah.
I
definitely feel it, man. This been great. It's been like a evolving journey for me, man. Just tapping in and really finding my tribe when, you know, I was in the wilderness, you know. So Shutterwork Sunday definitely helped me be at peace with myself, you know what I'm saying, and really stand in my power, my authority, and just understanding the my gifts and the nature of who I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even now, I'm still with me. That shit is like, you know, that's genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Love, man.
For sure. Man, you already know the vibes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had some classic ones, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been deep, because Marty had us on her, man, like with a point of the tribe, they want to come on, but it's so heavy. It's like, dang, I'm listening, like I'm learning, but I want to get in. I mean, we didn't have some like deep conversations, and they was in real time. It wasn't like it was just like some deep stuff, like a nigga trying to be intellectual. It was deep, like real life, like it was a situation that happened, right? Matter of fact, Marty, you let me know if I can speak on this. I'm gonna say, I was saying something like we can't get off of her because blase, basically something. So no,
On it.
huh?
Yeah, speak on it.
All right. So this how cold and how the spirit was moving. We on her chopping up, we doing our thing, we talking about different things. I'm like, bro, you can't get out here, bro, until we gotta figure this out. We gotta, because you know what I'm saying, like it could be life or death. You may not make it back next Sunday. It was different. I don't even know where I was put. I know where it was coming from. Definitely coming from the spirit, But it was heavy, and we broke them chains that night. We broke them chains, and the next day he was prepared for that enemy that was gonna try to approach him. You know what I'm saying? And man, when I tell you it happened, somebody actually tried to, do something violent to him. You know what I'm saying? The next day, it wasn't even 24 hours. You see what I'm saying? And so it to me, the power of that story was just, it was confirming the soul tribe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this to y'all family: when people your soul tribe, it's gonna get confirmed. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the song, just because you got crystals and you vibrating and you all this, that don't mean you my soul tribe. No disrespect. As a collective, we will be a part of the rainbow. But if we go back to our ancestors had what? Tribes. So there were different tribes. We all coexisted. It wasn't no beef, no war, but we are different colors of the rainbow. And the spirit lets us know when you are aligning with your tribe for this purpose. And man, Marty, 3 episodes in a row, it was confirmed over and over,
Big tribe.
Big tribe, you know what I'm saying? And Marty really need to be anybody that's trying to work out needs to be talking to Marty.
Marty get it in, man.
Bro, he really need to create the way he video online and do his stuff. He be online, you know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about
Marty get it. I be peeping, man.
I'm talking about going ham, you hear me? But it's inspiring.
Nah, I appreciate that though, for real.
Man.
For real.
Beautiful growth, man. I just since the last time, because I remember already from the last time from the God Stop Killing Guys podcast, man. Like yo energy is just like, I don't know, man. I just it's growth. That's all I can say, man. Even when the guy was just touching on the rainbow, I'm just reading everybody energy here and like noticing when we do bigger panels, all of us are embodying a specific chakra color. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was looking for the heart space. Soon as Marty came on, his aura was green. I'm like, damn. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Then I just start feeling more heart space energy. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like one stop or on point, his is more so like a sun. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
I can see that. Yeah,
so it's just deep. When we tap in with the tribe, man, it's just we really do see that rainbow collective that permeate and show.
I say.
I feel
and that's through that shadow work, man. That shadow work Sundays.
I definitely feel his energy, man. Like he was saying, there's plenty of time I got on here, like really in it in real time, like battling, like stuff coming at me, and I'm like, I'm ready for war. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for war, like, but it's like, but I'm like more like I'm conquering myself at the same time. So it's just like I'm fighting, but it's a different fight at this point, because it's like it ain't even a physical fight. It's a more inner battle. And that inner battle, like I was I was getting supported. I was getting like, yeah, man, nah, you gotta, yeah, like we here. You know what I'm saying? Like we here. You feel me? Like mama here, like, yeah, we here. Like, yeah, mama came talk to me, like, you feel
Yeah,
me?
y'all know Shadowwork Sundays mama. Shadowwork Sundays has a mama.
Yeah.
And when it get real, I mean, she was talking to bro, I'm talking about sending messages, texting in real time in real life.
Bro, though.
You know.
That was like that's not no phone. Real. Yeah, bro. Like
That's heavy.
I can't, man. I can't say. I'm and I'm ready. Like I was telling Manifest, I'm in that space now. Like I'm really in that space. Like everything been flowing. Like I'm back in my creative space. Like I've been working on music a lot. I done did like 40 songs the last month. So that's why I'm like, man, let me go ahead and grab that so I can go ahead and do my thing. Like I'm in that zone. It's like it just
my fault, bro. I'm gonna send that I need rest ASAP, bro. I didn't sleep. I'm sleeping on you, bro.
I just feel like is that I've been fighting the point. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just want to get that back. Like, man, I just gotta show it just cause it's like this contributes to the path that I'm on and the progress that I done got to this point. This is a pivotal point of that. And I can't even that away, you know. This is a pivotal point and still is because it's like it's almost a year and some change, and it's like I don't be here all the time, but I'm still connected. You know what I'm saying? And I feel connected. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'll be here, I'll be there, but I'm still in the spirit. Like y'all still support. I still got that support. You know what I'm saying? I still got that love, man. You know what I'm saying? It's still there, you know, and that's some real shit. You feel me? Yeah.
Nah, I say.
Like you said, that connection is always there. You know, we don't. It's not like no Cole. We don't need you watching every episode. Like, where's Marty at? Marty ain't show up episode. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
We
look,
always
bro,
know.
I'm tweaking right now, bro. This shit is deep. I did not know, bro. I'm holding back real tears right now, G. Like, no cap, bro. Like, I'm really in my feelings, G.
Hey, man.
Like, dang, that's deep.
Hey, man, that's all love. Feedback, bro.
Yeah, bro,
Marty,
this got me in my
you
feelings, bro.
came a long way.
I got real shit, bro. Cause it's like when I ain't have it, bro, motherfuckers had me for real. You feel me? Like on a different level. You feel me? And I just be grateful for that shit. Cause I'm just like, I was being honest. I was being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like I come on, whatever I was dealing with, I leave that shit. Like, man, this what I'm dealing with. Or yo, man, look at me. What, like, man, what
Broke up the thigh every time.
Yeah, and then y'all give it to me like, man, it look like what you dealing with. You know, I just lay that shit on the table and be there to like support me, and that's like that's authentic. Feel me?
Nah, that's authentic to the bottom left. It's like, nah, I'm just playing.
Yeah. What you talking about, man? That's
real. This is real. She check in with me like the tribe check in with me like she
facts, bro.
Stuff like they check in with me like this is not for phony. This is not phony. Like this is real. I'm definitely a product. Like I remember when I hopped on when y'all was on Instagram. You feel me? Remember when I like, yo, man, yeah.
Facts.
You feel me? I remember, yeah. I hopped on like, yeah. I need to connect. You know what I'm saying?
And it was random, family. He just found us randomly. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the same day he found us, he ended up on that mug. You know what I'm saying? Like it was,
yeah.
Definitely divine.
One thing I could say about everybody that's been tapping in is even with I'm authentic. What she said, y'all be excited for Shadow Work Sundays because y'all excited for y'all own. That's just like a beautiful mentality to have. You know, it's something that you need here every Sunday, like, because we own that collective frequency of feeling and read, you know what I'm saying, instilling this newness as far as this new earth that we create, man. Like it's powerful.
And if you think about it, you know, a lot of us came up, you know, in the church lifestyle. So, like, aside from the dogma and the theology, you know, me personally, my grandmother was cooking every Sunday, man. Every Sunday after church, we was going to get in that crazy meal. So I felt like, you know, even though we moved from Christianity, we still have those spaces in us where we looking for a little community on Sunday, right? We looking for a little extra loving. We look for some big mama energy on Sunday. So it's like,
so you know what? Let's go there, Julio. Thank you, boy. I tell you, it's funny what you just did. You moving such in the divine. It's a line. So, Kyle,
go, bro.
First and foremost, Kyle, I'm gonna tell you right now, the question about why Sunday is that has just been answered over and over by different parts of the tribe.
Yeah,
to be honest, you know. But Julio, far as why Sunday, could you ask me? That's one of the questions, you know, of why Sunday for Shadow Work Sundays. That's why he just broke it down. Because
I mean to have a spoiler.
No. You broke it down in a way that's relatable to the collective, in a way of like you said, it's church. I come from a church background. So my mama evangelist. I was ordained, you know, ordained minister. I definitely come from the church, you know. So you know, like you said, Sundays were special. They really meant something, you know what I'm saying? Especially like you said, even if you don't go to church, it's family day. You know, so it's like Sunday is special, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I was a little concerned.
Bryce is hilarious talking about I don't be wanting to miss Sundays. Hey, bro, you can't fight it. Listen, not a control. I'm sorry, that just threw me off.
You good? I'm gonna keep it rocking. So let's go into this song called Emotions, freestyle called Emotions. I think that's a good time to tap in with emotions. Man, I haven't been like this in a minute on Shadow Work Sundays, but y'all got me in my feelings, bro. Sheesh.
Got a tear out you and all that.
More than one, bro. I'm talking. I could have cried like a baby if I would let it go. Like it was like, bro, you know. Jeez. But yeah, let's get it.
I love you, Poppy. I love you, Poppy. I love you.
You wanna block my emotions. Today you dealing with the chosen. Fake is an emoji. Talk to myself cause I know me. You so caught up on the old me. Remember long nights, I ain't get no sleep around dope fiends and police. Let me talk to the goddess. It's you and nobody. You want love and ain't silent. You are sacred like your body. I've been battling patience to get what I deserve. I've been waiting. They gon' hate when they see you amazing. Who been with you since the basement? Emotions. It's not wrong to expose it. Today you dealing with the chosen. I talk to myself cause I know me. Fake is an emoji. Caught up on the old me. Remember long nights, I ain't get no sleep around dope fiends and police. Emotions. I'm joyful to be where I am. Blessings coming in a large amount. I'm healing the planet with every style. Emotions. Leo energy, I'm never backing down. 9 to 5 to survive, that ain't what I'm about. Tapping into my passion, you heard now. Emotions. I'm giving emotions.
Jeez, that mother tried to come back twice. Let's see. Hey, I need all these on SoundCloud. Ashe, family. I got you. All right, let's tap into some more clips. Let's see what we want to go from here. You know what? Let's tap in on the Black Sheep episode. You know what I'm saying? Let's tap in with the tribe. You know, Amarthini was talking about the tribe, the newest members of the tribe, you know what I'm saying? Especially as far as the ones that have came on the panel, you know, that we didn't have our episodes, our vibe with the tribe, with the goddess, you know what I'm saying, with Kasha Keegan episode, you know what I'm saying? Tiana, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Mariah, you know, we lit, you know what I'm saying? So
gang.
To the tribe, you feel me? As far as that was on this panel. And let me see. I just had that mud. What they say, it escaped me. That's what it feels like. It's just All right, here we go.
And that goes back to what I forgot which one had said about apologizing to yourself and apologizing to your ancestors and everything too. That's some dope, deep stuff though, because that in itself, you feel me? People start to show their true colors when you start to, you feel me, be about yourself, start to love yourself. They start showing their true colors, and sometimes it do takes that rock bottom for you to actually see what you was doing in your own.
Source has been giving me abilities ever since. I used to be upset that I could feel that shit, but now I've turned it, I've transmuted it. I now feel everything on a different scale. Instead of being mad at you for being mad at me, I feel for you. Let me give you a hug. Because it's not me that you mad at. You really mad at your mama. You really mad at the nigga that flicked you off down the street. You really mad because the dog woke you up this morning or some shit. But it's cool. I'll hug you for it. It's
right.
Yeah, and that's why the forgiveness is so important, because we keep blaming instead of realizing we asked for everything. This is not personal. It's what you asked for.
Exactly. It's just coming in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Understanding karmic relationships, karmic family members. It's gonna happen. You have to go. Well, not everybody has to go through turmoil, but most people, you have to go through some type of traumatic situation when you're a chosen one.
Come on now.
Oh shit.
Come on now. Come on now.
And I peeped some with that too. I think I remember I was talking to King about it. When she said being mad at your mom too. That stand out to me for a little bit. For me, as the growth comes with me as well, I had, somewhat of animosity to my mom and stuff like that. But I was a kid. None of it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? But as a child, you grew up in such animosity because you probably don't see your mom and stuff like that. And you had some type of love, and then you lost a connection with your mom. So for me, and then for me, like 17, 18 years with my grandmother, I developed like a lot of love for her. She's still my grandmother, so I love her more, but it's like I never had the connection to my mom how I have with my grandmother. You feel me? And she's my birth giver. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, I need to go fix the situation because it's not fulfilling to oneself. You're not gonna progress because that's divine mother energy right there. You feel me? So I did this year. I talked to my mom. I called her up. I said, yo, mom, I'm gonna lie, none of this. What happened between me and you, not my fault, not your fault. Life just happened, and I forgive you and I love you. And ever since then, I've been feeling more of myself. Just
Bro, that's dope.
Heavy, like I'm light. I could fly now. If you put it like that, I could fly now.
Light as your heart lighted than a feather.
Light it right up.
That's what's up.
And it's deep. Because he said, because it's deep, because y'all talking about light in two different ways. So we talking light as in light as a feather, but then our own point said light it right up. So now you talking light as in light. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh man, that's hard.
No,
I went through that. So I feel great. Energy been high ever since.
See, this episode right here, and this gave me an idea. Shadow work testimonies. We finna start doing it. You know what I'm saying? We finna start doing that. Because it's inspirational, and we may hear a story about something that somebody else went through that we may be going through or maybe trying to figure out, and they didn't unlock the solution in their testimony.
You get the lesson vicariously.
Come on now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Which is essentially Shadow Work Sundays. So with that being said, shadow work is a lifestyle. Let's get it.
So this is the cold part, right? So in seconds, we can go from healing and high vibration, from living in the present to back to the past. And so first and foremost, that's how powerful we are. But secondly, that's how emotions trick us.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it again. You know, in seconds we can go from healing high vibration. You lit. You did a meditation. You've been on your vows. You done had your affirmations. You've been doing your thing today. You know what I'm saying? So you done had a spiritual bath. Whatever you done did, you lit, and you didn't go out here and went to the grocery store, and then somebody didn't cuss you out, and you done snapped. And now you feel like, damn, man, I did all that, you know what I'm saying, for nothing. And you looking at yourself like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of, now you got guilt. And we know guilt is a dangerous place. A lot of people manipulate us in guilt. You know what I'm saying? When they know, somebody know when you feel guilty, they can play on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a blackmail situation. You know what I'm saying? So saying that, I'm saying to say, don't feel bad in that way. Don't feel guilty. It's a part of the process. You're not perfect. You see what I'm saying? And it's about your perspective. So when that happened, or is that going to be a situation you brag on and speak about, like, man, I talk bad, blase, whatever, or you're going to look at it as a lesson, like, yo, that was exposing certain parts of my shadow that I actually still need to work on, because I could have handled that a better way.
That was definitely powerful. I want to ask Kai. Well, actually, I want to talk to the panel as a whole. Actually, I think that clip is a good, conversation starter per se. When it comes to shadow work, when it comes to us trying to find, not trying, but us finding that balance. You know what I'm saying, of the high vibration of knowing when to react, when not to react. Of knowing when we're actually speaking and we're standing up for ourselves and we're aligning our throat chakra versus when we're speaking out of anger and we're blocking our throat chakra. And so I think this is an amazing thing to dialogue on. And first I want to start with Kyle because he actually picked that clip. So what about that clip actually spoke to you?
That was another clip that I just described, you know what I'm saying, and source picked it. And it was deep was that whole clip was basically alluding to the shadow work that I'm going through right now, and basically how I'm differentiating, because the thing is with me, I don't realize I'm utilizing my ego consciousness until I'm already in a situation, as far as staying aware of it prior to the situation and then being able to alchemize it. It's got so swift and so keen and so fox on me, to where it's like it's able to creep in where I really don't notice, and then I begin to operate in my ego. But through this process and that clip, what it allowed me to realize is the feeling of being aware and operating in that energy. Because my thing is I was trying to think my way through me thinking I'm in my ego, as far as feeling it, and I've noticed I could really feel it because it feels like I'm boiling on the inside when I'm operating out of my ego. It feel like the next thing I'm finna say is really to target somebody and hit them in their heart space, but not in a good way. You dig what I'm saying? So that clip spoke to me, sense, because you can be high vibrational 1 second, and then the next second you you don't know what you black out. You dig what I'm saying? So just bringing that awareness to that aspect, and then also how you brought us back to a state of groundedness, and it just happens. It's not to blame. It's part of the process, so that you can realize how to stay aware of those moments and bring yourself back into that oneness, and then be able to kindle that fire and let it die down a little when it tries to raise up.
Shay, and I kind of want to piggyback off of Kai real quick because, my sun sign is a Pisces, which is represented by the two fish swimming opposite ways up the stream. So for me, I walk around with my shadow, like literally side by side with me. Like, and a big part of my shadow work is like like what you just said resonates with me, because I can go from like being mellow to boiling inside like immediately. And especially things like, you know, being irritated, right? Like I could be seething with irritation inside and be looking at somebody and smiling and saying ha ha, you know, but like at all times my shadow is right there like, yo, you want to punch this nigga in the face, you know you do. And my, you know, my higher
That's
self
exactly it.
has to but it's like a moment to moment thing. So like I don't have the luxury of feeling like things are always love and light, because I'm constantly having to check myself like, yo, you're wilding mentally right now. Like,
Right.
you know, like behind that slow person in traffic or somebody's walking slow, you know, I'm constantly like putting my shadow in the chokehold like, hey, bro, like relax, bro. Like
And
we
that's
good.
it.
And that's like some
Man.
I've and anybody like my family who knows me knows like I could get irritated like that, you know, and I'm still kind of like that, but I've allowed, you know, that part of me to be the lower part of me, right? And realizing that like the shit you're irritated about is nothing. The shit you're irritated about, you know, is stupid at the end of the day compared to.
I got to download.
Oh, let's get it.
Dang.
You better grab it, bro. You better grab it.
So when that happens, right? It's a surge of energy, right? It's a surge of energy, what they call adrenaline rush, right? And so if we alchemize it correctly, that is it's life force energy. So it is very, it's almost like manifestation at an instant. If we can learn how to alchemize that in the moment, like instantly, to the job you desire, to the business that you want to start. If you can alchemize your thought process and your intention, oh my God, that literally, because the power of that energy is the power of energy for you to you could destroy or you could build. You could destroy or manifest. I'll put it like that. And so normally we're used to the destroy. We're used to getting it out. I need to get it out. But what happens when you hold it in and you channel in that prana to your chi, and then you connect that with the power of your quantum mind? You connect that with your magnetic heart space, and what is that? That is pure manifestation at an instant.
Man,
I
what
have the
you
same
said?
thing with yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, I have the same thing like Julio, and that's one of my shadow works that I'm going through. Where like I would have to catch myself, like breathe, and then say it in a more conscious way of not from the low vibrational state. And it have moments where I just literally sometimes just catch myself in the middle, like, okay, no, go back. It's like sometimes I even said it already, but I'm like, I go back to the person and say, I actually mean to say this. Sorry about how I said it. And I'm just constantly having to check myself, because I used to operate in that way of talking a lot. And only through shadow work you could be like, oh, I actually said that. Like you go back and it'll just hit me like, wait, what? I said that? No. I gotta fix that. You know?
Make you want
It's
to
more
flash
so
out real
off
quick.
I think it's more off of tone as well, because the vibration give out of the tone of your voice gives off the impression of what you're really trying to say to the person as well. So it's like just speaking in the, like, you know, more proper tone as well helps that message to be delivered in a great manner, basically.
And even me relating that, like, you know,
and some
I was just gonna say real quick, you know, even me relating that, like, you know, I've come a long way, because that voice now is, you know, I don't want to say that to say that, like, you know, I'm like wrestling myself in moments, but that voice has become very quiet, you know, but I still acknowledge the presence of it, where it's like, you know, like I said, my outward appearance is calm and collected, but inwardly you still know that there's that aspect of you that, you know, wants to be heard. Like King is saying, that's that pure ego. you know. But I feel like the more that we're able to minimize that voice and make it a little quieter and a little quieter, you know, eventually, you know, it becomes as small as it truly is, you know, because the ego is small but appearing to be big.
And know your triggers, because it's a trigger shock. That's what it is.
That too, yeah.
So for me, yeah, I don't really, I live the life that I live at a heart space, and the heart space being in this place saved my life, because the other side of me, it could be very dangerous. And so what I've learned is to pay attention to what makes this part of me come up.
That's
and
very
so
important.
what I know now is that truthfully, I can deal with anybody talking that whatever with me, because at the end of the day, bro, like whatever's gonna happen. But I'm not gonna provoke a situation. I'm not gonna that, because at the end of the day, I'm no disrespect to anybody else, but I feel like I'm a true man in the aspect of I'm not trying to prove anything to nobody. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's a little boy mindset. So I know that, with me, it's my goddess. And so whenever I didn't have situations like I talked about before, where a car getting like we speeding or something, or different situations happening, and my mindset is extreme where I'm ready to break a nigga car window out, or I'm running in front of the car. My wife like, baby, why are you going in front of the nigga? Ain't gonna hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
barefoot at that. No cap, man.
He said barefoot at that. That's a whole other situation, but that's a good example.
Okay, facts. I'm about to say, I thought talk about that situation. Like, yeah, you young.
No, it's been, bro. I'm been like, it's a few situations.
Just to add on, for the family that does have trouble outlet like that, you have to shift your perspective of the relationship that you have with Source or Big Mama. If Big Mama is teaching you how to garden and she say grab the rake and you grab, you know what I'm saying, something else, she gonna pop your hand with the comb and say, no, I didn't tell you grab that, grab this. So, and if you utilize that perspective in situations, maybe when you're walking behind somebody and they're walking so slow, it's because you're not supposed to be walking so fast. And Big Mama is basically smacking that hand and telling you to calm down because you need to see something, but you trying to move and rush past it. You dig what I'm saying? So being able to look at those situations as this isn't in my divine alignment, or this isn't what's meant for me right now. For example, like I do this a lot with food because I love my fruit, man. Like I love my avocados for sure. And there's one day I was cutting out, I don't know how, it's like the avocado just jumped off the counter, bro. And what made it worse is I caught the avocado, but I caught it with my legs. So my pants had avocado all over my pants, and I still couldn't eat the avocado. But what grounded me in that moment was I wasn't supposed to eat that piece. That piece didn't have the algorithmic codings, the upgrade that I needed.
Yeah,
this piece
he's on that type of time.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that piece wasn't for me, man.
Yeah, cause that health is all about.
Especially for me, like when I'm driving. Yeah. Especially for me when I'm driving. And it's almost when you're in a rush. There's this car in front of you that does the most.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, all right. Michelle, just enjoy the view. Take it all in. They're just telling you to slow down, calm down. You're late. You can't be any later. Just drive on. And then I'll just calm down, and then it doesn't be as much of a big deal as I make it to be when I'm in that rage of why aren't you driving? Versus when I'm like, okay, you're telling me to slow down now. I hear you.
And
this time don't exist in this reality, so just do
and
what you're doing.
I don't know about you, but anytime, where I'm like, man, what's this person doing? And then, I'll get over into the next lane. Person in the next lane who was going fast, as soon as I get over, now they slow down. So it's almost like you know spirit is trying to slow you down, because even if you remove yourself from that situation, spirit's like, I don't know why you trying to get around it, but I'm gonna make you slow down either way. So it's
and you know what really be like will really be the kick in the ass is when you trying to speed around somebody and then y'all end up at the same place at the same time when you speed up in front of them. That there was no point of you speeding in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get there at the same time. Like,
because I'm not gonna lie, I'm that guy. Like, if you spin
know
around
that
me,
this
like,
journey ain't no
I'll pull
rush.
up right next to you. I'll pull up next to you and just give you that look like, nah, bro, you was going nowhere fast, my guy. Because look where we at. Like, so yeah, bro. That's
Right.
I've been on both ends of that.
I was there recently, man. I got triggered. Like, you know, one of my triggers is like, feel like people playing with me. You know what I'm saying? And I had that. Like, I ain't even been in that place like in a long time. But I was there like a couple of days ago. I just like, somebody was just like, I was trying to get something done, and they were just like playing with me. But I stayed calm through the situation. But after the fact, I'm like, yo, hold up. I had to call my man. I'm like, man, listen, yo, these motherfuckers get to playing with me. But I'm just like, and that moment I was calm, you know, but that's definitely one of my triggering.
Pet peeves.
Yeah, one of my pet peeves is like, it's like, I just feel like you playing with me, and then you like just doing it. You feel me? So I'm like, I almost got to a point like, yo, I'm like, man, let me go talk to this dude. Like, what's up? What's going on? You feel me? Like, this not time to play. Like, you feel me? So, but in the moment, I was calm, or I kind of I calmed myself down, but that was my shadow coming at me again. You know what I'm saying? On that face, and like, I was just like, okay, yeah, that's one of my triggers.
And everybody dropping them 11-11. So, you know, I'm gonna make this brief, but a lot of the times,
I guess about it to 11-11.
Yeah, man, people dropping them 11-11s. But a lot of the times, I was gonna say, Marty, like, even when you don't have that intensity in the moment, it's after the fact where it's just like that thought, like, they really thought they was gonna play with me, like that your shadow will get subtle with you. So I shaded that, because that could be even worse than you having to be out of character.
Right.
So I want to speak on this real quick. You know what I'm saying? I want to make this clear. You know what I'm saying? Because people like to think it's sweet, and it's not. So chaos energy has a purpose. And so this is why discernment, healing, that constant reflection, understanding, knowing thyself is important, because you need to know when you are supposed to react and when you're not. Like I said earlier, sometimes people ask for that smoke and they supposed to get it.
I listen, man, you know,
like, for real, you know, I'm because
nah, for real.
Sometimes they misunderstand. I've had my family be like, where your God energy at? My nigga, this is God energy, but you playing.
I'd be like, you know what the Bible says God did to Sodom and Gomorrah, man? There's literally still nuclear radioactivity at that site to this day. God don't play, man. Don't play with me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's called the raft.
Come on now.
Come on. So I want to make that clear too, because for some reason people think it's sweet, you know, in the sense of, you know, peace, love, and light, and healing, and all that. But there's another side. The reason why we have to do peace, love, light, and healing, because we are pure chaos naturally.
Right.
I don't have to try to be chaotic. You see what I'm saying? That is what we are. But we have to understand sometimes that chaotic energy is to check somebody and put them in a place. You might have to tell somebody something so they don't go do the same thing as somebody else and get killed.
Right.
Hey,
you ain't gonna kill them, because you know.
I'm a believer in that like, sometimes, like, people be lucky that they ran into you, because, man, the way the world is nowadays, you could look at somebody wrong, man, and, you know, so sometimes, like King said, you could be saving somebody from, you know, crossing paths with the wrong person who don't got nothing to lose. I cringe at that nowadays, man.
To nature. That's why I express gratitude to nature, because, like, if anything, nature should be the one that's acting like that towards us. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Listen,
still, nature still embody that big mama energy. You know what I'm saying? I know
listen,
there be
man,
times
yeah.
where trees, certain people standing. Like there's times where I'm longboarding with my cousin and I'll just feel called to stop and talk to this tree, and you'll find like, man, trees actually they really are very, very sentient. Like, man, trees like near streets and near sidewalks,
Yeah.
they don't like that shit, bro. Like they
Yeah,
don't
you
like
just made
having
me
they don't
think.
like having
Did you ever see that? Did you ever see that Nick Cage? It's an older movie, that Nick Cage movie where it was like randomly everyone started committing suicide, and later in the movie they find out that the trees were producing this chemical because Earth felt attacked by a human. Bruh, I forget what the movie's. I think it's called. It's. I wonder if it's called Knowing. It might be called Knowing, but I know it's got Nick Cage. But if you can look it up, bro,
that's it.
Okay, that because like
seen
it makes me think of that concept where, like you said, man, nature is patient and nature is graceful because at a moment's notice, man, I'm pretty sure nature could.
That's why we should stop saying. We really got to find a way to stop saying, like, we really should not be saying peace, God, peace, God. We should really be saying peace, Netzerut. Straight up, facts. That's really what, because that's showing gratitude to the divine feminine and to nature as one. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are all Netzerut.
It's like self, nature, and God wrapped in one. You know,
exactly. You know, and like you said, God, because that's divine feminine, masculine.
A word that I used to that really helped me solidify that connection was in these books that was taken out of the Bible called the Books of Remembrance, and they call nature and these angelic beings or these godlike beings Urkadishi. When I heard that, it just resonated so hard. You dig what I'm saying? And it just came with its own, you know what I'm saying, downloads and stuff like that. So I indeed agree. You know what I'm saying? We definitely have to start utilizing more holistic terms that embody both energy.
Exactly. I'll say. So I want to get to this question because I thought this is very important, and maybe I'll touch on it too long, but it says, for those who have had to live in the space of survival mode for some time, the shadow work helped replace the need for survival. And so first I want to speak on the duality of survival. Are we talking survival like, you know, in the slums and, you know, in the streets and like in the aspect of life, like, you know, life-threatening survival? Or are we talking live survival in the sense of poverty, finances, you know, and having to survive? And so first I want to say that shadow work doesn't replace anything. Nothing. No, there's no area that shadow work replaces. It is actually there to complete, bring awareness, bring wholeness to an area. So if say it's finances, then in that aspect, now we have to do the subconscious work to understand, you know, am I subconsciously still aligned with the struggle of my mother, struggle of my father? Am I subconsciously aligned with, damn, nigga been broke for 10 years and now I feel like I'll never be, you know, even though in my conscious, I'm thinking about making moves, but I'm subconsciously aligned. So am I, you know, self-sabotaging my own self? Am I, you know, so it is, everything is about this episode is about the reflection and going back. Everything is about the reflection. Shadow work at the end of the day is about reflection. So and if it comes to your physical body avatar, you have to definitely connect and go within and use your discernment when it comes to your environment, when it comes to the people you're dealing with, when it comes to, you know, I feel like I'm here. I said it in one of my songs. I survived in the streets through my intuition. You know, so our intuition actually guides us and lets us know the places not to go and what not to do and who not to hang around. So I would say if you are listening to rappers, TVs, friends, homies, and everything else more than yourself, then that is going to be that's the shadow work. It's detaching from all these other things so you can listen to when yourself say, no, don't go around them homies because something about to pop off. You know, but I would just say survival, disconnect from the survival mentality. Survival means victim. And we are not victims. You see what I'm saying? You can be an overcomer and you say, oh, and I overcame that.
Hey, let me, because I was like, hold on now, Key, because I just, when this question was sitting up here, something I was like, look up the etymology of the word survive. So that means to outlive or overcome or continue in existence after a death of another. And that's literally what you just explained as far as shadow work doesn't replace anything, but it just brings fullness back to what survival truly is, which is overcoming, which is growth, evolution, transcendence, man. So
I say,
and I
say to the spirit, bro. No cap.
Big bars.
So and I want to just add a quick piece to that as well. You know, when it comes to the shadow work, you know, like King said, if you're talking about survival when it comes to things like finances and coming to a place where you're self-sufficient and, you know, you're abundant and have no worries and things of that nature, the shadow work becomes relevant because it allows you to clear certain distortions, we could call it, of consciousness, meaning, you know, you had an experience that for some reason caused you to believe that, let's say in the case of financial or financial survival, you had experiences that caused you to believe that there was a lack of resources, or that, you know, your life was set up in a way where you had to do more to access resources, right? The shadow work allows you to clear that distortion by knowing that not only are you abundant, but that, and I just actually tweeted about this today, everywhere you look in nature, you'll find abundance. You can't even begin to count the amount of blades of grass that there are out there, or you couldn't even begin to like count the grain of sands or count the molecules of air. You know, it's like nature is so abundant that as a reflection, that's what you are as well. You know, so the shadow work, like King said, doesn't replace it, but it helps remove these distortions that we find ourselves with after navigating this realm and being bogged down with these belief systems that, you know, a belief is a thought plus an attitude in real time. You have thoughts, you know, that turn into attitudes, that turn into beliefs, and beliefs end up what generates your reality, you know? So the shadow work lets us kind of rewrite some of these beliefs about our life that are subconscious, that are bringing us the results on a daily basis.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to be that guy to drop the bomb after that, but also to be real, family. I like that he said it brings up. What's the last thing you said?
Brings you know, it brings better beliefs to your life. You know that you're a reflection of the abundance of nature. You know, there's nothing to attract when you are it. I don't think that's what I said exactly, because I'm not gonna hold you. I can't remember exactly what I said.
I wanna definitely say this though when it comes to the belief thing. And this is like I said, this is not like, because no shade, like what you're saying, because I align with everything that you said.
A belief goes to a knowing. I already know what you're gonna say.
Exactly. So, you know, belief really means, to believe means not to know. And so whenever I forgot who it was. It was maybe it was Dr. B. I don't know who it was. Somebody was giving an example, you know, and it was like, you know, do you believe that your mama, or do you know that your mama, you know, do you believe, you know what I'm saying, that you a male, or do you know that you a male?
I know exactly what video you're talking about. Wow, that was not Dr. B.
I don't know who it was.
He looked a little bit like Dr. B, but I know exactly what you're talking about. But that's a fact.
I heard it from Dr. Ray Higgins.
Dr. Who? I feel like I can hear you.
For me, I heard that same thing from Dr. Ray Higgins.
Okay, so that could have, because I don't even know like the name of the guy that it went Dr. B. You know, but this is an example of how that word works. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into. I want to make sure, because we got a lot of clips that we probably not gonna get. We're not gonna get into. It's over 2 hours. But this one with Megan, I gotta tap in on this because y'all gotta go back and tap in. That episode is about using dance therapy, using dance movement, you know, for therapy and for shadow work and for healing and releasing certain trauma in your body through the movement of your body. So it's a very powerful episode. So let's tap in with a clip with Megan, the special guest, and she's actually a licensed therapist as well. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can go tap in with her on Instagram and also, if you know, y'all can hit me up. You know, if y'all do, I can directly connect y'all with her. But like I said, she's a licensed therapist. You know, so yeah, you can get that work. You know what I'm saying? If you want to tap in.
No, and it'd be cool. But if you gave me a room with nothing, I'm gonna create something you haven't seen before. It's gonna be original.
I said.
And so that's the idea behind the Black community, is that we don't need all these resources to create, because the energy is coming from within me. The inspiration is coming from within me. I can keep looking outward for inspiration and motivation, but I'm just copying what I see. We have mirror neurons. That's how we develop, is we copy. But if
You
I have
know,
nothing,
mhm.
then I'm creating something new. And that's why the Black community keep building and growing, and they keep trying to, why they keep growing? It's because we don't need you to grow.
Man,
Deep.
what came to my head when with that clip was this meme I seen the other day, man, and it was it was basically explaining how neuromelanated people as artists back then in ancient times how to do art abstract, and then had a little person like in the door, and then the caption said the 1900s when Picasso, said, started learning how to do art, and how he was studying the abstract art of our people. And it brought me to the download of, the reason why society is trying to structure our act is because of just that. Just like on the fourth dimension, it's hard to see what four dimensions is here on the third dimension, which is why you got to go through the dream realm to perceive it. But if we were still utilizing these abstract art-like abilities that we have, or this ability to create out of nothingness, it would then make this veil of structure that this society is putting on us, as far as these blocks and these buildings, and how it's all just like, you know what I'm saying? It will make
And
that
that's
obsolete,
why,
and then we could project. Say that again.
no, I'm saying that's why we got to connect with the divine feminine. You just said birth nothing, birth something out of
Exactly.
nothing. Who else can do that?
Exactly. The goddess. Exactly. And I was talking to my brother about that the other day. Like, the goddess brings manifestation into fruition, but the God is there to help structureize it and keep it in fruition. Still stay in fruition.
I see. What's good? How you vibrating, Marty? Talk to me.
I read this book already, but I got this book called Voice of Knowledge, and it's basically talking about. I start reading it again at the beginning, but pretty much it was talking about Adam and Eve, and it was like the tree of knowledge, and it was a tree of another tree that had a lot of fruit, but that was basically like the fruit basically it was like it had a snake in it, and the snake was like told nothing but lies. But it was an angel at first, but they took the fruit from this tree, and then that's where like judgments came, and fear, and being negative to people, and that's where all that came from. So when they took this fruit, that's where all this stuff came. That's where all these thoughts was birthed in our mind, and they was talking about basically like that's like basically we was on heaven. We was in heaven, and we loved God's creations and stuff like that. But then once we that snake, the snake told nothing but lies, and we believed the lies, and we start building on the lies. So the lies are all the like the negative thoughts, and the thoughts of discourage, and just things like that. So once those thoughts get in your head, they build, and then they build, and then you tell other people, and you tell other people. But really, our genesis is love and creation, and just being. You know what I'm saying? So
I want to say this, bro. Because you forget it. We finna go. You said a lot, bro. Yeah. So I'm gonna break this down real quick, or or I'm gonna take us to a higher place. Let's do it like that instead of breaking it down. So when you said it was a snake,
Yeah.
but it was an angel
Right.
at first. You know, let's make this all make sense. So family, this might sound weird. Might sound like what in the world are you talking about? So we talk about Christ, right? People say that Jesus, that Christ, this Christ energy was sent to the planet, right? That's how they told the story to us. It was sent here, and it was sent here to vibrate love, to bring the balance to the planet. Well, what if I told you that that opposite energy that you're talking about, Lucifer, Satan, well, I would say Satan, you know, that this Satan that everybody talks about, that energy was sent here too, in
Right.
the same purpose, and that Satan and Christ were once on the same team,
Right.
and they were both high vibrational beings in one family, and that it was all in divine order that they both be sent here in energy that came into physical form to actually, well, one they're actually neither one of them were in physical form actually at this point, but I'm pretty sure Satan has walked this planet in physical form and we didn't know who he was, but
it was the same being.
Actually, that's very much so true, because yeah, that's very, in many aspects. Even the Bible. See, this is why this is.
I was gonna say, I don't even know why y'all let Marty. Marty just tried to grab y'all ankles at the same time and pull y'all down this rabbit hole. I was gonna say, hey man, Marty, you can't be bringing up that type topic on Shadow Work Sundays, man. Listen, we dropped the 11-11. We dropped the 11-11.
In layman's terms, all he explained for the story was basically shadow, and that when Adam and Eve took the fruit from the tree, they basically just took on their shadow work. You dig what I'm saying? Or took on that aspect of themselves that they didn't even know that was there, or that what they were aware of.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Listen, man, we're gonna have to get in the Shadow Work Sunday Telegram and have a group discussion where we trade our dissertations, because this is a deep one, man. We can't. We'll be another.
I love it. The reason why it's so deep is because we've been all getting the same watered down ass story, and now we able to give our cosmic perspectives on that. You know what I'm saying? From our different viewpoints. Like, we definitely need to talk about that, man.
Book, that's crazy. I'm just reading that book, and I'm just like, and
show the book for us if you can.
Yeah, it's called Voice of Knowledge.
Oh, okay, that's by Don Miguel Ruiz. Okay, I know that's lit.
Yup.
I knew, bro, was deep. Before he said the name of the book, I'm like, what's he gonna say something with the 4 agreements? And I didn't know that was. But he pulled the book up, and I'm like, damn, that's like 4 agreements. And then it said Don. I'm like, god damn. So I really need to look at that book.
Yeah, that's deep. Somebody today just asked me if the dude who wrote 4 agreements has matter of fact, it was crazy. It was on point who asked me that question. He asked me if that author has other books. So crazy how synchronicity works.
It's like it's 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, he just asked me that today. I was like, yeah, he got a couple books.
That was just 10 pages. So I'm just like, yeah, let me dig back in. I don't know what made me. But I got a lot of books in my trunk, and I went looking for this book though. I'm like,
I'm gonna have to check that.
Yeah, someone's like, yo, I picked up this book though, and then I'm like, I'm in it, and I go straight into it. I'm like, that's crazy, but yeah, just straight into it. But I just basically had to refresh my memory of basically like what I know. And not what I believe, the way they talk about. You know what I'm saying?
It's not crazy. You was called to it. You just following the calling.
That's what this whole that's what this whole podcast about. That's the whole podcast about, going back through that regression of the foundations that we have built on this journey.
Right.
Following the breadcrumbs.
Hell yeah.
If you like the Matrix, follow the white rabbit.
Right, exactly. That was fire. That was fire.
I say.
Shade to that.
All right, so family, it's what we're gonna do.
Dissect Genesis.
There's gonna be another Telegram created, family. And it's going to be Shadow Work Sundays book club.
Oh, let's get it.
We finna start a book club.
Like that.
It's only right. That way we can share, you know. Yeah, this finna get nice. Yo, we finna create a book club. We finna start a book club. Yeah.
Let's get it.
I'm with that, man.
Sure.
No, for sure. We finna create a book club because it's certain information. It's certain stuff that we can really show y'all in real time. In many different ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and actually we've been talking about the Patreon aspect for a while, for 6 months now. So it may be time, maybe I would say give us about a month or so. It may be time to go and tap in on the Patreon because this platform, Shower Work Sundays, we're going to focus on healing. This platform is going to focus on those certain things. We're going to make sure that we touch on and stick to the script and follow the spirit as to what's supposed to be done. But there are other subjects that
other vibrations,
that need to be touched on, that we actually do have downloads and information on. But I like to live in a world where healing is more important than information. Because you can have all the information and not be healed and you want to sin, but you can be healed and have no information and you're still a sin. Right. So in this time that we're in right now, it's a lot of information floating everywhere. Information ain't the problem.
Right.
The healing is the problem, so
shit, but the balance between the two is a dangerous place. You know what I'm saying? Everything is data, everything is information. Every time you open your eyes, you're taking in, information, because all that is in existence is intelligence. So when you learn how to balance the information with the feeling, it's crazy.
Man, we didn't put a dime on them, boy. We're going almost 3 hours on.
Yeah, man.
We lit tonight. So I know how the tribe is. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play one more clip. We're gonna play another song because I feel guilty if I don't play a song. I'm like, man, they ain't gonna let us go. We'll play another song, you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna rock out, family.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, announcement, King Simon tapping in with us next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dive deep. We're gonna merge the two worlds, the numerology, the world of numerology and the world of healing. You know what I'm saying? So very interesting. So y'all definitely tap in and put that word out there. That is very powerful. Unconditional love doesn't mean unconditional tolerance.
And that's deep, because a lot of the times it's like, you can feel in your soul, and the intuition can feel, what energy is for you and what isn't. And I feel like
right.
We could talk. And that's another topic. In the spiritual community, we want to be those people who have more tolerance, who have more understanding. But it begets the question, like, when is enough?
Exactly.
And like you said, self-preservation is key.
Yeah, that's the last clip of the night. We're gonna rock here, When is enough, family? Don't be nobody punching bag. Don't sabotage yourself for nobody. Don't even let nobody look at you speaking up to them and standing up for yourself as a lack. Don't as something that's ignorant, because they don't like the way you love yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. That's how we're gonna close out. I like that.
And let me see. I almost feel like I need to. Let me see. Do I got another freestyle uploaded for that? Yep. Let's go. The last song. Matter of fact, we're gonna rock out with 2 songs. Matter of fact. All right. No, let's just vibe. We finna vibe. Have a little. You know what I'm saying? We finna have a little shadow work sound frequency party before we leave out of here. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. This is called The Origin, taking it back to the beginning, you know what I'm saying, to the root. You know what I'm saying?
What's poppin'?
Yeah. Sound like healing to me. Yeah. Not gonna rush. Can't rush healing. Yeah. Feelings flow through my heart as my tears fall to my feet. What got me feeling so dark? I just want the light in me. Say healing is hard, it's better than being weak. What's better than being free? Real talk.
I just did something that I don't normally do. Have you ever saw a fire sign lose its cool? Asked myself why it happened, like I knew. Then I heard a voice, I'm a part of you. My inner child has spoken, was listening out alone like somebody being nosy. Now I'm searching for the moment when I first felt neglected, created toxic protection. This all started with my mama. I had to pinpoint the drama and all of the trauma affecting me as a grown man. When it come to healing, you gotta be all in. And I confess, all alone by myself, apologize that I left when mama and them wasn't there. Why? Cause mama and them wasn't there.
Yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah, that shadow work, my brother.
Huh?
Yeah, man. Apologize that I left when mama and them wasn't there. Because mama and them wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man. All right, let's keep it rocking. You know what I'm saying? We on Intergalactic. We on Intergalactic Shadow Work now. It's up.
Peace, 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 peace. Shadow Work Sunday, peace. Elevation, over procrastination. Don't procrastinate. Big energy, don't procrastinate. I say. Louis. I am on go. Haters like say it ain't so. You can't see me cause I'm close. Got to change my approach. Create a plan, don't let nobody know. Coaches want to you be a hater on the low. I'm just speaking what I know. I had to take off control. Hear the cries from my soul. Cause I desire more. I gotta get more. It's in my control. Yeah. Watch me as I elevate. Keep seeing myself in a better space. Manifest, I don't procrastinate. It's up and it's still gotta matter me. Talk to myself cause you don't listen. You be on that bull's got it pimpin'. Always for the try, family business. Me not doing me a bad decision. Now I get it, every action come with attention. People switching on me because I'm different. On a mission, and it all started with healing. Showing them the right as I expect the prison. My purpose different, it's my story and it's up to me to live it. Yeah, I'm talking big business. Real dedication, constant commitment. I became a light with the lights off. Sitting in the dark, having deep talks. Dope chakra energy, I'ma speak out. Everything about perspective, I don't see doubt. Now I don't see doubt. All I do is weigh me down. You can choose to count me out. I was lost and now I'm found. I dedicate this part to the haters. Busy doing me, see you later. Yeah. I dedicate this part to the haters. I'm busy doing me, see you later.
This how we rocking out. This how we leaving. This the last song of the night, family. Reprogramming the subconscious.
Sound like the Titanic about to go down, but I like it.
With the subconscious.
Oh, no, okay.
He can get a little childish. He can get a little violent. Only find peace when I see the silence. Still don't know how to feel about it. Or should I even feel about it? I don't know. I guess what I realized, I don't need you to feel sorry. Facts. Felt betrayed like Killmonger. Feel like a slave when I'm feelings hunter. I ain't do it, but you did it for me. A broken spirit, we ain't talking money. Had to face it out, I got tired of running. All I found was a lot of nothing. What else? All I seen was everybody struggling. What else? All I heard was a lot of fussing. What else? Say you living, all I see is bondage. I want life more abundant. The sun shine when it ain't sunny. So many tears in a bucket. Replacing my pain with substance. Replacing that hate to love me. I won't put no one above me. I won't put no one above me. Manifest.
I say. And you know what's deep? Right at that time, y'all don't even know it's from my album. When that beat dropped right after that, and I come in looking at the man in the mirror, had to crack a smile before I tear up. Whoever knew that I would feel love. No, whoever knew that I would fear love. I'm sorry, everybody ain't a real one. Yeah, man, shadow work family. You know what I'm saying? So once again, peace to the tribe. This has been like an amazing experience, you know what I'm saying? And I look forward to doing this at season 10. You know what I'm saying? We at season 5, so we're gonna spin the block every 5 episodes and connect. You know what I'm saying? I love it. And so much gratitude to this tribe, the newest members of the tribe, and I won't even say newest, I would say, you know, since in this lifetime, in this realm, because obviously if you tribe, we've been knowing y'all for many lifetimes. We've been connected, you know what I'm saying? So
I remember y'all from the future.
Man, you hear me?
And that's tribe with a Y. You know, that tribe.
You know what I'm saying? Do anybody got anything they want to say before we, you know what I'm saying, before we end this live? Before we tap out?
Well, I just want to say thank you guys once again for having Shadow Work Sundays, because the collective really need it. And it's awesome that they're now on YouTube, that the young ones, when they grow up, they will be able to watch it. Hopefully they're still there. Yeah. Hopefully they're still there. It was awesome spending time with you guys on my solar return. It was awesome. It was awesome. And I don't know if we can rock out on Transcend.
Oh, I got to do it for your solar return. What do I look like? I got to. Well, family.
He said, "Yeah, play that, bro." He said, "Play that."
Hey, family, I lied, y'all. Don't hold it against me. I said that was the last song, but I lied. You know what I'm saying? We got a request. And what's deep is that I'm authentic, you know, she's requesting it, but it's also a request for the young guy, because this is like his favorite song. You know what I'm saying? So he about to get lit.
Yeah. My energy's lit, I know I shine. The way the bass hit, like I'm rapping on a bomb. With a tribe on the grind, can't waste no time. I'm coming in, sun inside. Beat me up, I am the light. The light. The light.
The light.
That's what travel while I'm dreaming. You wouldn't believe what I'm seeing. Yeah. Off top, watch the wind blow the wind. The goal is to live off the grid. Can you relate? I lost control of the brakes, no stopping the day. You can't play it safe. Stuck in one place and you trying to escape. I don't plan on losing. My mind don't zoom in, I'm too in. Whatever it is, I'm due. I'm cracking the code, no loose. Flocko, let's do it. All you hear is God in my music. Crystals mixed with the rubies. I'm a vibe switch, you muse. For the peace like war, gotta build you all. I dream with the stars. I ain't playing the part. I did me from the start, they making it hard. I ain't with the sharks. I'm too Malcolm the March, I'm taking the charge. I ain't play with the art. Seen the light in the dark, I'm making the spark. I am the light. The light. The light. The light. I am the light. The light, the light, the light. My energy's lit, I know I shine. The way the bass hit, like I'm rapping on a bomb. Put a tribe on the grind, can't waste no time. I'm coming in hot at the sun inside. Beat me up, I am the light. Beat me up,
We just sound
the
like
light. Beat me up,
you feel me?
the light. Beat me up. The light.
We the satellite lighthouse. Light us up to the lights out. See, I'm bright enough to put the brights out. And it ain't a flex, I'm just hype now. Won't smoke or tell him pipe down. This the peace pipe, pass a pipe round. Honest moment, these are light rounds. Make a lightweight, put the light down. Run it like you light brown. If you plan on hiding, then you back out. Light bearer bringing night terrors. Know they hate it when I black out. It ain't all about the raps now, but it's rap city when the rap's out. I got family on my back now. I ain't there with my back down. Waking up with it, I don't do no wishing. A word to the system, I don't do the tension. I don't do no faking, pretending to look like it's wisdom. Just want the truth and the truth live within me. Shine like a bezel, I'm wheezy to watch. Life's got a purpose, that's word to my pops. I'm going up and that's word to my stop. If you ain't a light, then you probably a op.
I am the light, the light, the light, the light. I am the light, the light, the light. My energy good, I know I shine. The way the bass hit, like I'm rapping on the bar. The tribe on the grind, can't waste no time. I'm coming in hot like the sun inside. Hit me up, I am the light. Hit me up, the light. Hit me up, I am the light. Hit me up, the light. Hit me up.
Yeah, that was fire.
Much gratitude. Hey, man, peace to the young guy, man.
So bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Talk to you later.
See you. Kiss. Wow. Kiss. All right.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
peace, family.
Peace. We gotta end it like that. Can I get one more bye? I want to end it with his bye. Can I get one more bye from the, you know what I'm saying? From
One
the
more
young
bye. Bye-bye.
Happy solar return.
Peace, tribe. I heard Shadowwork Sundays having a throwback party. You don't want to miss this.
Peace to the tribe. We taking it way back like seats in a Cadillac, if you dig what I'm saying. You don't want to miss this, like King said.
Okay, artificial love is not okay with you being you.
Yeah.
Artificial love got something to say about everything that you do. When you do something that's real to you that they don't align with, artificial love can call you out, act